We are live.
Hello. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Sleek, what is up, sir? Hello, chatters. Hello, lurkers.
Chatters, lurkers, commenters, you're all welcome here.
Love the lurkers. What up, Kang? Hello. Happy Tuesday.
Kanga's
Big
just
old
now...
docket today, gang.
Oh, it's a huge one. I was about to say, Kanga's just now busting my balls about the time thing. I always put tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern, and I mainly do that so people are just ready to go. They're like, okay, I know that the show's going to be at 6, so I got to be ready before 6. But we really go live at 6:20.
That, that's fair. I think sometimes I feel like I should always tell the audience 20 minutes after I intend to stream. Like if I intend to be live by 7, be like, yeah, just show up by 7:15. I'll definitely be live by then.
Right. Fashionably 20 minutes late. See, we're the only ones.
Oh my God. All right. Well, hello, Headbug, by the way. Hello. Happy to see you in chat as well. Kang brings up another topic, Danny. I hate to pull back the curtain too much, but we were just discussing some topics we might have to regroup for. And this YMS thing is probably worth adding into that mix. I don't want to spoil the rest of what we're planning on doing.
I haven't seen that yet.
It is interesting.
Right on.
I don't know were you ever a fan of YMS's videos?
I mean, I think I'm still subscribed. I think they still pop up.
Yeah, I probably am too. I miss the actual videos. Like I'm still waiting for the final part of Schenectady, New York. It's kind of meta in a way that it's taken this long to not have it done. But I don't watch like the live streams or anything as much. So it's been a while since I've watched a video. And yeah, there's that right there.
Is that a Vosh thing? A Vosh thing?
Yes, there is some Vosh-esque elements, but I think this is like Vosh meets Destiny as far as like a debate, bro. Debating over animal consent, and it's just the wildest take ever, dude. It's insane.
Animal
Worse
consent.
Than Vosh. Yeah. It's, how do I put it? Well, we're past 3 minutes. We don't even have the 3-minute rule anymore. But let me just put it this way. It essentially was like zoo what are they called? Zoo files.
Yeah.
If you're gonna charge them that you have to treat like horse racing and other stuff like that the same way, or putting animals on, I think even having animals in farms like that, and I'm just like, bro, what? Like that? All right, dude.
That's what we don't actually care. Like, I don't know. People can debate over this. Sure, PETA might have something to say, but I don't think we actually care about the consent of a fucking dumb animal the majority of the time, unless you're trying to fuck it. Then we kind of care, but that's just like an in general thing rather than like whether they need the consent or not. You just shouldn't fuck the animals, right?
Absolutely, you're right. Yes, and I personally wouldn't mind getting rid of horse and dog racing if that were the trade being offered. I don't think that I would hope there aren't nearly as many people interested in banging horses and dogs as they are in watching them race. But I could be wrong. Apparently, this one caught me by surprise.
God damn it! I know. This is totally derailing the show. Okay, no zoophilia. What the fuck, dude? All right, what the fuck? There's enough going on. Quit it with your philia, your philiacs. Okay, The only thing I want you guys to be is clout route philias. Clout route files.
Clout files. Ooh.
All right, that's all we want here. That's the only files we need. No files, unless it's the Epstein files. Okay, I'd like to see those, but no files here, folks. All right. Kevin was right earlier. We've got a big ass docket, so we've got to get to it. Okay, we've got to get started, or we'll be here all night. All right, Ian and Anisa JOMHAWATCH. We've got BadEmpanada leak over from last week. We've got a sports segment, maybe if we can get to it for Kevin.
Is that a Chipotle ad, by the way? You said something about leakage and empanadas. Is that a
exactly?
Oof.
Those caramel empanadas, dude. They'll set you on the toilet if you don't remember. Okay, you might be nostalgic for the '90s now until you eat one of those things, and then you're that deep fried caramel apple empanada, dude.
Sports. Yes. Oh, you have no idea how this sports thing is.
There's all kinds of shit. Okay, we've got all kinds of shit to get to. I'm really looking forward to JOMHAWATCH tonight. Okay, folks. Holy cow. I already planned on having JOMHAWATCH tonight, and then Ian drops a video at like 2 o'clock, and then I was like, oh fuck, our whole show is tanked. It's all Ian. Oops, all Ian.
Oops, all Ian. There you. Ooh, I like that. Put that on a shirt.
He'd like that. Okay, he'd like that. Shouts out to Cosmic Jive, folks, right at the top as per usual. Go check out Cosmic Jive. Listen to some of those funky tunes. All right, but first, before we get into anything in the show, okay, any of this madness, I guess I could tell Ian to come home. I always say this when we do JOMHAWATCH, that it's practically like Bald is Beautiful, our reoccurring segment at the top of the week every week. But JOMHAWATCH is separate. All right, we have Bald is Beautiful this week. So Kevin, why don't you hit that bald footage?
Tuning up the band.
They may be bald now, but don't worry, they won't be bald forever like you.
That's right, folks. Bald is Beautiful, our weekly segment. Kevin, how do you feel being bald this week?
Great. Love
Kevin
it.
is all good. Well, let's see how good you feel after you watch this video. Okay, brought to you by this week. I think we're sponsored by Yeet on Twitter. Okay, he's got all the Ian and Anisa gossip and news. But he also has us a Bald is Beautiful clip this week. Let's watch, Kevin. He just says LMAO. This caption says, my guy had his drop top up. Okay, Kevin, I wonder if you can guess what's going to happen. No. The only thing I can tell you for sure, this guy needs to come home. All right.
Oh, poor guy. Hey!
Get a good look at that.
Dude. Why would you wear a hoodie if you knew?
Yo, dude, that's like bad application or something, right? Am I right?
Well, I would think so. I've actually never tried to glue anything to my scalp, so I'm not exactly sure what the best adhesive is, Danny. But to me, this would be like if I tried to take this hoodie off while still wearing my hat. You know, that'd be pretty dumb. I should expect it to fall off and hit the ground.
I should just wear my hat like this for the rest of the show.
Little
the drop top is up.
Billy Madison, huh?
Oh goodness. Yeah, that's a pretty bad one, dude. He got God, dude, they're terrified too. You see the women, they're like, oh,
oh that face, dude. See, and that's why you got to come home, because then you don't have to worry. You're not tricking anybody. Now, see, like now he looks like Charlie's uncle, and It's Always Sunny. Oh, nobody look. Because
he like
in order to
hits the
put that thing on your head, you gotta like increase your baldness anyway. You gotta shave whatever's left on top to glue that bad boy on. So you look like something out of The Hills Have Eyes if this should happen.
Oh,
Oh,
it
I
looks like
love the way he's put it on.
it looks like a cartoon character's hair, I think. You know
I'm
what I mean?
so sorry. Yeah, dude. Oh my God. He looks like Tobias Funke. There are dozens of us, okay? Dozens.
Oh, goodness
This is
gracious.
awful, dude. And he already has a beard going, and he's actually like that's a barber beard. I can tell you because I don't think it's any fun to apply that sort of fade on your own at home. I don't have that kind of skill set. So that looks like a barber trimmed beard. Like you already got the requirement, dude. Like just shave your head and wear a hat. If it's hoodie weather, right? You might be cold enough. That's the one thing about being bald. You should always be prepared for some cold weather. Either have a hoodie or a beanie or a baseball cap. Have something in your car because it could get cold. Or if it's really sunny, next thing you know, your head starts to peel. It's awful. So you gotta be prepared because your head's exposed at all times, and that can be scary. I understand it, but
Just
just
wear a
buy some
hat, bro.
hats. You know, and
Just wear a hat, bro.
buy one hat that matches whatever color jacket you wear, and you're good, dude. You're
A
always ready to
beanie?
go.
A beanie on this fit, okay? And these women are just checking out your beard and being like, "Ooh, damn."
I bet he's
They're like,
bald because he's wearing a hat. And then when you take your hat off, you're not surprised, and everybody's good.
that is the first thing they say, isn't it? They just like look at like a hat, huh?
Oh, at his age, he has to be bald, still wearing hats. You know,
I tell you, there's a kid, a neighborhood kid that I grew up with that I hadn't seen in years. And I mean, we were a tight little group in the neighborhood, but he was younger, so he probably got teased a little bit more. And I see him years later, this guy I'm talking about, neighborhood kid. I see him at a wedding. It's been a couple years now, but I see him at a wedding years and years later, and I'm in, my dress up attire, but I've got like a dress hat, you have occasion hats once you're bald, you got the hat you wear wherever, but then you got like not a fedora because I wouldn't go that route. Tip of the hat.
Is it one of those Peaky Blinders jobs?
Exactly, kind of like that. So I'm wearing one of those, and I see him in the bath. Like I come in the bathroom, and he's taking a piss, and I just say like, I see him, and I'm like, "Hey, fucker," something. Like, "Hey, motherfucker," and I go over and I'm fucking peeing next to him. We're talking, shooting the shit or whatever, and then as you do. He says to me, "What's up with the hat?" And I was like, what's wrong with the hat? He's like, "You're bald, aren't you?" I was like, "Shut your mouth, little boy, all right?" Don't talk to me in the bathroom ever again, by the way, you little freak, okay? I didn't initiate this conversation. Maybe I did.
Yeah. Meet up outside. That's against bro code. And some guys just completely ignore that whole aspect of it. Like, I'm not trying to have a conversation with you in here. Especially if it's a public bathroom. There's going to be other people around. Now there's two weirdos in the bathroom talking.
Well, this was a wedding, so most of the people coming into the bathroom knew who us weirdos were. Like they see that he's like, "Oh, the bald guy is in the bathroom talking to somebody at the pisser." Of course.
Like, this isn't the line at the bar, boys. Let's move this outside.
All right, so bleeding in or leaking in. What was the diarrhea joke, Kevin? Something about leaking in.
That's right.
From last week, we've got BadEmpanada calling in to chat a little bit with us, to tell us a little bit about a topic we covered last week. But I guess before that, since I said leaking in, Kevin, can I bring up one of your sports segments?
Yeah, let's go in honor of our audience's two favorite things, Danny. Not only is this a sports segment, it is also a poop and butt segment. So suck on that, gang. How about that one? Happy Tuesday. This is what happens when you have 24-hour news cycle. Is you've got NFL affiliated accounts, which this one's a scrub account anyway.
Okay,
That
NFL
reports
rumors?
that people have diarrhea at 4:30 a.m. Yeah, he had to take a bunch of Imodium just to play and get the win. Luckily for him, Dwight grabbed Imodium instead of X-Lac like he was supposed to.
So did it affect?
Tyler was able to.
Did it affect his game positively or negatively? Like, do you run faster because you have like bathroom breaks you need to take? You know, he makes it. I mean, I don't know what this is the quarterback, so I guess he throws harder. He throws quicker. Get rid of that ball quicker so I can.
Yeah, there's a better sense of urgency when you're like, let's hurry up and get this whole game over with. You know, I bet he wasn't going out of bounds often. He's like, no, just keep the clock running, pal. Gotta sit on my toilet and play Call of Duty. See, that's a sports joke that none of you will get, but it was good.
That's right. So I was really good friends with degenerate football players in high school, and then like, you know, obviously as adults and everything, and they love to recount their honor in sports from high school days. And this might be a small town, you know, nasty thing that's exclusive to my friends and my group of nasties that I know, but they would say that they'd pee themselves like during the games, just straight up pee themselves, not give a fuck. Especially if it was cold, they'd pee and then be like warm during the game. Is that a thing? No.
Wasn't a thing for me. See, the thing is, Danny, our locker rooms had bathrooms in them, so you had ample opportunities to use the restroom. That might have been
it's chemical warfare.
My friends and I used to call hillbilly pride right there, which is a very silly thing to have, yet somehow it afflicts us all.
It's chemical warfare, dude. That's what I'm saying with this diarrhea guy. You know, does anybody want to tackle the diarrhea guy? Okay. Imagine you tackle the diarrhea guy and then we have a super accident. Okay. Don't gamble on the NFL games. All right. Shadow's here to tell us.
You never know who might be shitting themselves. I just want to know if Kyler Murray has always had IBS, because ever since I've heard this tweet, he's just been shitting himself.
This is almost as embarrassing as that one time Anisa told everybody that Idubbbz shits his pants all the time. It's almost like it all loops together, folks. Okay, it all comes together. Oh dear Lord. So there you go, a shit sports segment right there for you before we get into the juiciness that is BadEmpanada squirting in from last week. Okay, BadEmpanada squirting in here from last week. See, this is what happened, folks. Okay, in typical guy that looks like a terrorist fashion, I commissioned him for 24 hours. All right, so I commissioned him at noon. And if I commission him for 24 hours, it should be there by noon the next day, right? You don't get the full day, right? I mean, you tell me.
It's 24 hours from when you order the thing. That would normally, that's what 24 hours would mean, but
right? Literally 24 hours.
I don't know.
But I got fucked by BadEmpanada. Okay, he didn't come back for 24 hours. He got me for my $7. And as soon as I shut the show down last week, I see that in my inbox I have this fucking Kooks video. I was still happy.
King Cobra would never. You know what?
You can always count on Cobra.
Like 4 hours. Yes.
So let's show you guys. What did BadEmpanada have to say? He sees it, yeah, right. 24 hours from when I feel like it, all right. But no, let me show you what BadEmpanada had to say about last week's episode, all right?
Hello, I would like to officially announce that the Reddit user PedoTroll is the host of the H3 podcast.
This is the kind of disorienting, isn't it?
Nice freeze frame there. That's good.
What the fuck is going on here
Ooh.
with this?
Is it too late to get a refund?
See, I enjoy myself. I think it's pretty good. Actually, I'm gonna start it from the beginning. We'll just let it roll, all right?
Hello. I would like to officially announce that the Reddit user PedoTroll is the host of the H3 podcast, Ethan Klein. Ethan Klein is hereby forever known as the PedoTroll, and Gila Klein is known as PedoTroll's wife. The H3 podcast is also hereby renamed the PedoTroll podcast. This is the decree of BadEmpanada. What I say goes.
Hold on. I gotta go back. That ending. What an absolute freak. Talk about come home, okay? This could have been the baldest beautiful segment too.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Look at that thing, dude. He might as well. It's like in the middle of his fucking head, and he just got the flaps hanging down. That's rough, dude.
It's tough to come home sometimes. Whew. Be careful. He will come for y'all.
Hey, I just paid him money, so fuck him, okay? BadEmpanada, fuck you if you come after me, dude. I just paid you money. You were also late on your Cameo, all right? So you got a fucking like $8 tip for my ass. No, fuck you, dude. Okay, I'm allowed to talk shit about your fucking receding hairline if I pay you, all right? So get over it. You fucking.
I believe if we're playing by Wings of Redemption rules, Danny, it has to be on the back of a $10 bill, pimp.
Well, we're not. We're playing by my rules, baby.
Okay, fair enough. Just wanted to say, if we were playing Wings rules, I'd be ready.
Oh, so there you go. Okay, he says Ethan Klein is PedoTroll. I wish I had it in time for him to tell us last week before we did all of that investigative journalism, you know?
That's the game, baby. What can you do? It's tough out here. We are like two bald Hasan Pikers doing the on-the-ground journalism via Twitter. It's a real thing. Look it up.
So to add on, it looks like after BadEmpanada sent me that video clip there from Cameo, okay, talking about PedoTroll, he also went to Wikipedia and updated the section for Ethan Klein here. It says he first found fame with the YouTube channel H3 Productions and created by him and his wife Ela Klein, which he advertised on Reddit under the pseudonym PedoTroll. Well, you know,
as long as he gave Wikipedia $2.75 before he did it, I actually approve of this because they need funding.
That's right. He better.
Everybody pretends they don't use Wikipedia as a source for their term papers, but we all do. And then we find the source that Wikipedia gave us, and we pretend that we found that ourselves. So give Wikipedia $2, all right? If we did nothing else today, make sure we convinced you to give Wikipedia your money. Thank you.
But, well, Ethan Klein paid him like fucking, you know, whatever the fee is there, $10K, so that they take that shit down real quick because it says person who claims to have edited the Wikipedia shows up in H3 Snark subreddit post about the topic. Take credit. It got deleted. I don't know what the fuck that says up there. I read that all fucked up. The quote says, it got deleted, so I added it back with a citation, LOL. He won't escape. But then it says, it got removed. But then it says, it's back already. So should we look up live and see if it's still there?
If you want, yeah. I'm
curious.
I feel like he eats on top of it, but
yeah,
I'm honestly surprised by the number of tweets about this. But you know, I look at tweets about sports players all day, so I can't cast any stones.
Kevin's Like, why is this guy fucking tweeting about this?
I was like, what? Do I need a live update on Ethan Klein's Wikipedia? Like, get a fucking life, dude. I know, I get it's your job, but how much are you getting paid for these tweets? Like $13 a month to just be this chronically online? Damn.
I bet Yeet makes baller money off of Twitter, dude. To be honest, I bet he makes.
Can you make baller money on Twitter? I don't know if is that a thing.
Well, I mean, what fucking if you're making thousands of dollars off Twitter, I'd say that's baller money. Even if you're
I get well, that would be baller, but I don't know what kind of metrics you would have to get to actually make that much.
I don't know.
Then again, I've never been paid to tweet, and I likely never will be. So don't quote me on that.
I feel like some of these dudes are so on Twitter all the time, every day, like every minute tweeting, that they had to make some good money, or at least something. You know what I mean?
Hey, dude, it's fair.
Is this the guy from X-Men that's commenting in our chat?
Oh, look, I don't know. I mean, Mom has a nice basement in New Hampshire. Is that for one of us? I'm not in the basement.
So okay, so he's saying that Anisa's parents' basement might be nice, which fair enough. That's true. It could be a nice basement. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't look like it from the podcast setup.
You can do a lot in a basement. Come on.
Get some color on the walls or something,
Yeah, throw some LEDs up.
Art.
I'm good with it.
But yeah, Israel fund this guy and frankly everything. So maybe he's talking about BadEmpanada.
Oh.
Wait, why would no? No. That wouldn't make sense. He can't be talking about BadEmpanada. He is strictly free Palestine. He's definitely not the Israel guy. He hates all that.
Yeah, that was going to be
why
a
he hates
twist.
Ethan Klein so much.
Like, whoa, dude, didn't see that one coming. Controlled opposition, huh?
Oh, that's maybe that's what he's okay. Controlled opposition. Oh, but there you go.
Not a real thing, by the way. Not a real thing.
There's your update on pedo troll.
So make sure you message me, Danny, when he tweets about that again. I'm dying to know what the Wikipedia status is of Ethan Klein. I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm done.
Next week, if there's any updates, I'll let you know. I hope that there's like 3 more tweets with screenshots,
Fair enough. This is a good point. Honestly, I should probably apply this to every segment, right?
Yeah, Kevin. I'm setting you up.
I should be a nicer person. I'm 5 years behind the Idubbbz track for my empathy unlock. I really got to hustle up here.
Where are we at? Okay, we're about a half an hour in, so it might be safe to go ahead and start JOMHAWATCH very shortly, since we're going to watch that new video. How great that is. But I got one before we get to JOMHAWATCH. Would you rather watch Steven Crowder's former co-host Dave Landau on Joe Rogan's podcast? Okay, you're going to be tortured by both. So
okay, this is one of those. It's like a saw trap. Okay, I'm with it.
Which pill do you want? Okay, Dave Landau on Joe Rogan, or Hasan Piker arguing with his co-host on his podcast, Cutie Cinderella. She actually rips into him pretty good in the clip. So this is up to you, Kevin. I'll let you guide our fate.
I will go with Hank and Cindy because I've seen at least a fragment of this clip, and I think we can have some fun with that. I don't know what's going on in the Crowderverse, so I'm a little more afraid to enter that one.
Well, it's the anti-Crowderverse now. Okay, he left the Crowderverse. Okay, so if I pull up this timestamp, 3456, isn't that convenient? The timestamp is 3456. Feels like it's destiny.
We're in a simulation, Danny.
Destiny, like as in the actual word and the definition of it, not the pedophile
Oh, I thought you meant the video game.
streamer guy. No, allegedly, by the way. No, not the pedophile video game either. Just kidding, okay? You know, Destiny's all right. That's fine. I'm not hating the game.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute. I didn't see that one coming.
Okay, sorry. I had to you know, correct the record there.
Woo, you swerved me.
All right, so Kevin, they're about to argue about Taylor Swift.
Okay. Hang on.
So get your Taylor Swift hate out, okay, before we start this. All right.
Oh, do I hate Taylor Swift? I have no feelings about Taylor Swift, you know? I'm not a big fan of the music. I hate that she's dating or married, I guess, now engaged to a member of the Kansas City Chiefs, not because of any other reason than that team was already annoying. It's like the current decade's New England Patriots, and they were already everybody's bandwagon teams. And now there's a whole army of Swifties that don't even really like football that are now rooting for the most annoying team. And so it made them a little more annoying. But, you know, I'm more afraid to say something bad about her, Danny, because anybody who wrongs her gets like a whole album.
That's
so,
right.
Like, I'm good, dude. I don't have a bad thing to say. I think she's phenomenal. Dude, I'd play all of her albums on repeat.
Do you think that guy's fucked? Do you think he's fucked in the long run? It's just destined to happen, you know, years down the line. It always happens with these celebrity marriages. Okay, they never work out, and he's gonna like backhand her or something, and they're gonna get a divorce, and then there's gonna be like 3 Taylor Swift songs about fucking the football guy.
Well, I don't think he's gonna smack her around, dude. But
I'm just
yeah, I
kidding.
can see that. This is all building
I hope
up
not.
to an epic 32 song album to be called Dear Travis. Divorced Era, dude. That is gonna make so much money.
That's right. I like that. But no, let's listen here, okay? Some Swifty talk, okay? Let's get into it. We're really mainly only listen to this to hear Cutie just fucking blow up on Hasan here. Because she really does she gets some volume. I'm proud.
She was with Joe Allen for 6 years and wrote some of the saddest songs she's ever written that weren't about relationships.
I mean, they are not together anymore, so it clearly
they weren't about a relationship.
But it clearly had an impact on her sadness.
They're really talking about this.
I'll never win this argument because
Yeah, you were surprised Hasan's actually getting into this one.
The clip I saw was much shorter, so I kind of thought it was just
for some context.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Well, in a way, I appreciate this context. In a way, I don't, but it's okay. We'll get through it together.
You didn't need to know all the Swifty details, did you? All right.
We're not watching till the 101 mark, are we? That's a long clip.
No, we're good.
Minded men.
They are. Oh,
you're trying to say that Taylor Swift does not have an overwhelming number of songs about her relationships, her breakups, and her romantic state present.
Yeah, she's a female Tom Petty.
A lot of songs about that. Yeah, but so does every artist.
Come on, it's
bullshit.
Fine. You got to think.
Pull up Sabrina Carpenter right
Daft
now.
Punk.
Okay, so does every female artist then.
That's let's not monolith women.
Daft Punk doesn't have a thing.
No, I don't.
Well, she's like, everyone has songs about their relationships, and he's like, no, Daft Punk.
Everyone has songs about their relationship. I thought she was saying like everybody has a thing. I was like, I don't know. I feel like Daft Punk has a thing, you know. But no, yeah, you know, it's her, Tom Petty, Adele, you know, like Maroon 5. There's a whole genre for it. There ain't nothing wrong with it.
Oh, listen to Headbug here.
Boys to Men, dude. Are you kidding me?
In the words of Taylor Swift, if you don't want a song about you, do better, Kevin.
That seems like that feels like their energy.
Yeah. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Nice
like
and
you're
sleek.
The
pigeonholing.
internalized
okay.
misogyny coming out of you right now is it's a lot for me to handle.
Yeah. We need to
I
do
don't like talking about Taylor Swift with you guys. I'm not even kidding. I don't like
Here
it.
we
I
go.
don't enjoy it.
We asked you about the biggest news in America, which is her engagement.
You guys are infuriating. So it's not like, oh, how exciting! What flowers is she gonna have? You're like, oh my god, Kitty, did you shit yourself? Did you shit in your little pretty pants? You stupid little bitch that loves Taylor Swift. Did you drink your pumpkin spice latte and kick your stupid little Ugg boots in the air? You dumb little fucking cunt! Is that what you say to me?
Oh,
I feel like throwing trash at her right now.
See, the clip cuts it off too before she smiles afterwards, so it kind of ruins it. I feel like when she smiles.
damn, dude.
I should have paused it earlier.
That's a good sell job. Dude. Wow. Because when you see the clips, you get it cut off right before that, and you're like, "Oh, okay. This is a bit of an overreaction. Someone has had quite a day, I would say." Oh, good acting. I think she's got a future in soap operas.
Yeah, we all know what they're doing, don't we? Okay. Oh, the long dark. Okay, Jake's been playing the long dark. Cool. Totally cool. But I thought that was pretty fun. Hasan getting yelled at. Now, yeah, it was a lot more fun when I didn't look up the context and it was just the out of context clip.
I didn't want
It
to keep
makes
that
it
one
look a
too
lot
long.
more harsh.
But I felt like it deserved some screen time, even though those are allegations and they may not be true.
Did you see this this SWAT prank thing going around?
No. Well, I mean, I've heard of swatting, but
Okay, so this Twitch streamer is like pranking people, pretending like he's swatting them. And Cutie
Jesus
Cinderella
Christ,
weighed in here. We'll watch the video. But she said, "This shit isn't fucking funny." Air rack. I got diagnosed with CPTSD from swatting. Sobbed as I watched my friends get held at gunpoint. Lost my cat from police busting open doors. Feared for my life with sniper rifles pointed at me. Explain the joke, okay? Here you'll see.
well, I
Kevin.
doubt they brought snipers in for close quarters combat, but I get the sentiment.
Well,
they're probably assault rifles, to be fair.
it'd be pretty effective to snipe, if you're holding it up.
Are they
to
gonna do
the
a
head.
360 no scope, Danny? What are we doing here? Bringing snipers. They brought snipers in.
If you're pointing at their head, though, if it's close, well, yeah, I mean, I think you've got a point.
Yeah, I'm just busting balls. I don't expect her to know what the guns are, but I'm just pointing out that that's probably not true. And if it is, we need a real investigation.
Check out this. Kanga says my boyfriend has a higher body count than Taylor Swift or Shadow. Oh, okay.
Shots fired, I think.
This is not podcast material, okay, Kanga. We don't need to hear
Horrible.
about your. This is horrible. We don't need to hear about your promiscuous boyfriend. All right, no. But let's watch this clip. Check out the fake, swatting. All right.
I'm just gonna do this right away.
Disavow. So they come in, they do the whole rigmarole, they cuff them, they pull them out. This is actually, so if you watch this clip, they leave and then it will cut here. It cuts and then this guy comes in. So like on the actual live stream, it was a lot more downtime. They went outside and there was like pause between these two clips. Because I think when you watch this one that's edited together, it makes it seem like they walked out and this guy just walks immediately right in and is like, I'm playing a prank.
Like it's David Copperfield or something.
Right.
He did a quick change off stage.
But it really doesn't happen like that. But anyways, I thought I would just give that piece before we watch the rest. So
he fake swatted himself?
No.
Got him!
God damn, he just yelled in my face, you prick.
Who?
This is the air rat guy. So that's what she was talking about in the tweet.
Hey, if you're out there, you're a live streamer, you're not safe, bro. All right, you're not safe. I'm coming for everyone.
Well, at least that will be available for the record when the case hits discovery. So that's good.
Huh. But yeah, so that's what she was talking about. She says it's not funny. They've been swatted before, yada yada.
Headphone users.
Yeah, right. Jake, I know. Yeah, my headphones are fucking blown out.
Somebody just dropped their phone in a bowl of handmade guacamole, and for that, I am terribly sorry. Gene Wilder.
But yeah, dude, they're prank swatting now. Interesting.
More like criminal, Danny. But yeah, yeah. I cannot
because they were
wait for them to go to
impersonating
jail.
police, right?
Yeah, I mean that's one of what will be a few different charges. Impersonating police officer. At that point, that's probably kidnapping, potentially. I don't know. Good enough lawyers can probably work around that one. But yeah, no, there's a lot of bad stuff. And just what a complete pile of garbage to do something like that for attention. I can't say the things that truly makes me feel, Danny, because that would probably have a negative impact on our channel.
That's the level we're at now, Kevin. All right. We got to fake arguments about Taylor Swift and, fake SWAT our friends and, what else? Pretend like I'm living in my mother-in-law's basement.
This is definitely not a basement. All right.
Get the haters.
I have a basement, but I don't go in it because it's scary and there's a lot of spiders.
That's right. We don't go in basements.
Big spiders.
We're not basement people.
Terrifying.
Like some people I know. Okay. But anyways, let's get into it, Kevin. Okay. It's time. It's time to do it. It's JOMHAWATCH, baby. We've got a lot of JOMHAWATCH to get to. All right. So, Kevin, if you need to take a exit stage right at this point, I'd say it's
okay.
time.
It's going to be an early halftime. And you know what? I just want to say I look forward to keeping up with the Jomhas. All right. I'll be back in a few.
All right, folks. So, since this is early halftime, this is where I shout out our people, our shout out segment. Okay. These are the people that support us monetarily on the channel. We appreciate you. And after last week with all the gifted subs from Kanga and Headbug, and I don't know if anybody else dropped some, but all the gifted subs got us a lot more members, shout out members. So you're gonna get shouted out if you got gifted a sub. How about that? Super cool. All right, starting with Pest at the top of the list. Pest, Ass Cakes, Hucklebuck, Advent, Renula, Rod Ellis, Nerdy John, K-Huck Cast. So we got the whole fucking K-Huck family on the shout out list this week. Midna, Neon Treon, Hash, V-Dub, Cone Still, Kangaloope, Headbug, Sleek the Geek, Rapid Danger, and Kia Cat. We appreciate you. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in, listening to JOMHAWATCH tonight, listening to BadEmpanada. Was that him earlier in chat? He was the guy that was the was BadEmpanada the the X-Men guy? Is that he's talking to us in chat? That's pretty cool. I'm glad for him to show up, It's the least he can do if I'm going to pay him money for these cameos. All right. The guy can show up and talk trash to me in chat. I like that. I'm getting more bang for my buck. That extra $8 I paid for express shipping that got wasted, doesn't feel as bad anymore if he's chatting it up. Oh goodness. But yeah, like I said earlier, JOMHAWATCH is huge this week. It was just going to be a little bit here, a couple clips, but it ended up being way more than that. All right, a whole entire Ian video. We're eating good, folks. But at first I was just going to be a clip of, or there was a clip to start out with that was just of Ian saying, "Ooh, by next Monday or Tuesday, I'll have a video responding to the haters." And lo and behold, that's what happened. So we're not even going to worry about watching him, prelude to the response to the haters. We'll just get into it here shortly. But don't worry, there's more before we get there. All right. I want to talk about the basement allegations and all of that. But first, Ian was on a podcast this week. You guys have seen us listen to this podcast before. It's called Do Not Worry Pod. This little Millhouse dork that hosts it here. He had quite the spread on his show this week. I think he got every like lefty Twitter talking head appeared on the Do Not Worry podcast this past week. And Ian happened to follow or fall in the good graces of all those folks. Okay. All those people at least get paid. Ian might be the only one that makes less money than this Do Not Worry podcast guy that's on the roster. But here we have Ian talking about Dad, Kevin. Okay. We heard Dad the other week talk about how he wanted to challenge Idubbbz to a boxing match. And then a couple weeks later, Idubbbz says, no, kick rocks. Kick rocks was the phrase.
Oh, brother. Kick rocks.
Oh, brother, kick rocks. Right.
Great text. 10 out of 10.
But here is Yeet with the clip here. Like I said, sponsored by Yeet this week. He's got a couple good clips. Here's Yeet with the Do Not Worry clip where Ian addresses Dad. All right. Pretty good stuff.
His behavior hasn't been cool. Like, he's been literally talking shit about you guys. He's been contributing to the negative attention. So for anyone who's like shocked of like why you don't want to fight Dad, like, no, you have no reason to fight Dad. There's no reason for you to step in that ring. You have nothing to prove to these people. And even though you did say you're down to fight another time, it doesn't mean you need to fight Dad. So anyone who's,
I mean, I've sparred Dad before, and like, I'm gonna be honest, like it was not very competitive. It was like no offense to Dad, he's been killing it in the ring, but like it's not really something like, obviously
how spineless is this insult here? How fucking spineless is this shit? He's like, we sparred before. He's a piece of shit. He's killing it now, though. Okay, no offense to him. You literally call him a shitbird and say he sucks at boxing, and then you immediately follow it up with, "Oh, he's killing it though. No offense."
No competition for me though. But this is like the Ian's equivalent to bless your heart kind of deal, just like, oh, you sweet thing. Well, let me ask you, Danny, do you agree with his assessment? Do you think that Ian would easily defeat Dad, that it's just not worth his time?
I mean, no. Okay. Look, like, I don't know anything about the technicals of the sport, Kevin. I mean, you're more that guy. But and I wouldn't even say that Dad's former fights were impressive enough to like make me be like, oh yeah, Dad could beat Ian's ass. Because in Dad's fights, it was Matt Watson, the one that Joe Rogan confused as his son. And then it was AB who he ended in like the first round, right? It was like very early in the game. So in the match, whatever. In the
sports ball. I think it's interesting. What Dad was Dad 2-0 and Ian was 0-2?
Yeah,
Dad won at least once, which is more times.
No,
than
2-0. 2-0.
Okay, yeah,
You're right.
I love it. See, I deal with this stuff all the time, except a lot of times when I'm dealing with it, both guys are on the call at the same time and they have to answer for what each other has to say. But yeah, I love this. This is what we in the business would call ducking. All right. He is ducking dad. But I do agree with what Sleek said about it. Like, I'm not going to give too much charity to a dude who borrows somebody else's phone to text me about it either. Now, like the one time, as Sleek said, the one time I agree with Ian. I don't know. I can understand why Ian doesn't want to do this fight. It's just not because he thinks he would beat dad up and it would be embarrassing, or it wouldn't be worth his time. Like, I feel like if that were the case, he would take the fight, take the money, and take the win. But I would be afraid to fight dad, Danny. Would
They're
you?
not living in the basement, Kevin. Okay.
He's wiry, right? Is that how they say it? You have to roll the R. It's like he's wiry.
Wiry. That must be a Conor McGregor thing. He's wiry.
He's a tough little bastard, man. He's got the rage of 8 months wasted on a charity boxing event. He wants to unleash that on Ian. So I think he's just afraid.
He might be afraid.
Try to do fights that are really competitive, that challenge me, and I'm not looking for that. And beyond all of that, I'm
Listen to
trying
this.
to find
Listen
my
to
own
this
peace right now.
explanation.
And it's really hard to fucking fight physically, fight online, fight all these different battles simultaneously. I do not want to fucking participate in 50 different fights. It's just not. It's exhausting. It sucks. I'll figure it out with time, but one fight at a time, I think, is all I need.
No, I feel you. And I mean, plus, like when dad fought Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, yeah, that was like a 15-second fight, so we never really got to see what he can do. And the fight against AB got gassed out very quickly. So, I mean, again, you definitely have more endurance than the two of them. You have.
Does that prove that though? Like, I guess the Matt Watson thing was just foregone conclusion. Okay. The guy he didn't train. Like, they all expected him to get trampled. He didn't do anything. So AB was at least a legitimate fight. He already had fought the year before in in one of these creator clash fights. So the AB fight was legitimate. He just, if you get knocked out early, Kevin, in a match, in a fight, one time, but then every other fight after that is you're going till the end. You're going just because basically what I'm trying to say is just because you get hurt in one fight or whatever, and you're out early doesn't really say a lot about your endurance. You've only been in 2 fights.
Yeah, 100%. And yes, especially if the one guy didn't train and you beat him in 20 seconds, like that doesn't say a ton. But even if you're the one getting knocked out early, everybody has what they call it, the button. If you get hit right place, right time with the right punch or kick, you might go down. Doesn't necessarily mean you suck. It just means that wasn't your night. So I don't know. For my money, from what I've seen, and I would honestly like to go back if all the tape were accessible, maybe I could go back and watch both fights and see if I could determine, based on all the boxing matches I've called, who I think would win. But I think if I had to put money on it right now, I'd put my money on dad, because I think he would take it more seriously. We already know that Ian fired his coach because he was too hard on him or something. Like, you don't hire a boxing coach that you expect to pamper you and pat you on the head. Like, that's not the world that you're in, man. Your combat sports coach is going to be the first person to yell at you if you screw something up, because it's a hard sport that you're trying to get into. So no, dad, first round, maybe second round. I'll give Ian that he'd make it to the second round and then it'd be over. TKO. I don't think dad would knock him down, but Ian would stop defending himself and he'd just be standing there like this, just taking the most wild and loopy hooks to the side of the head.
But that's what they said that Ian was good about, right? Is that he could take a bunch of, hits to the head and still be all right afterwards. I mean, he was crying afterwards or whatever, but and his face looked like fucking meatloaf. He was all fucking pumped up and fucked. It was some mongoloid looking shit when he came out of that ring. Oh, but he goes on here. It's funnier.
Better boxing skill. So I actually do imagine that it wouldn't have been that much of a competitive fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just not a fan of him, and I just don't want to give him my attention in general. Like, I think he's been
Star in that.
an asshole. So fuck him.
Idubbbz. Recently you're talking more
kind of
about,
right,
what's
but
happening in Palestine.
I
wanted to see when I
leaving
started
a
the
lot
stream, I
out.
kinda
Isn't it?
mentioned,
I'm not even talking that much.
Oh yeah,
that's what's crazy.
Dad's such an asshole to me. Hasn't Dad been such a dick to me? I didn't do anything wrong to Dad, but he's been kind of an asshole to me, and therefore, fuck him.
I do like it, dude. He's so
just
well,
like
fuck him.
I'm quitting Creator Clash so I can roll in the mud with Ian. But when Ian comes back, oh guys, or Ethan, oh guys, don't talk about Ethan in the stream. And then a week later, oh, I think I'm going to do a video about my detractors. Yeah, I'm calling them detractors because you're turning into Dark Side Phil, Ian.
Dark
Turning
Side
into DS Dubs.
DS Dubs.
Idubbbz. Recently you're talking more about what's happening in Palestine. I wanted to see when I started the stream. I kind of mentioned.
I'm not even talking that much. That's what's crazy. Is there's so many fucking losers online that just like they're like it. I mean,
I know how annoying it is.
There's so many fucking losers online, Kevin. Okay, Ian, he always forgets that you were the guy, dude. And you keep saying that you want to roll around in the shit. So you're the same guy as anybody else. Anybody else that's online watching Ian stuff, busting his balls. It's the same thing that Ian is doing in his new video, in all of his old videos. It's the same fucking creator he's always been. Has he not been the guy critical of different creators? I mean, to an inappropriate extent. Okay. So it's just funny to come back around and see, oh, he's like, oh, I changed. You can change. What, I can't change and grow and evolve? Well, yeah, you can change and grow and evolve, but you expect that you're going to slap around shit for years and then not get any shit back. And then now you're supposed to be some ascended angel that you're allowed to judge. You're allowed to bring judgment on others. But when they say stuff about you, it's, oh, the hate is relentless and they want me to off myself or whatever. And they won't stop.
I can't be fighting 50 battles at once. Guys,
yeah.
All right.
I mean,
Life
he's
is
right.
hard as an adult. It's hard. Okay. I don't want to fight a bald guy. I get it. I don't want to fight balds either.
What was the starred comment that you had up there that you wanted to bring up from Shadow of Humor?
He said it was about the horror movie Good Boy coming up. If that dog
not
dies,
Good Burger.
I saw a meme once the trailer came out where it was just John Wick loading the pistol, and it was like all of us if that dog dies, or like me if that dog dies, whatever. Dude, they better not, man. I can't wait to watch that movie.
Is this the one where it's like through the eyes of the dog watches like all the stuff happen? It seems really weird to me. I wonder if that's any good. I don't know. I'm curious. Like, I could see how it could be cool. The director said the dog doesn't die. Well, that's probably good spoilers though, because I think people might avoid the movie if they think that the dog is actually going to die. Yeah. Shadow says if the dog dies, I'll never watch it again. Imagine this though, Kevin. We're talking like chess moves here. The director says his dog doesn't die, and then the dog dies.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm like, that's exactly
the old
what you would
switcheroo.
say if the dog was going to die. I'll tell you what, if that dog dies,
the whole
I will
time.
have a Blu-ray and DVD burning party somewhere in
It's
a
just
field to be determined later.
It's just the Sixth Sense, Kevin. That's all. That's the twist. Okay. You guys are all mad. He says the dog doesn't die in the movie. It doesn't, because the dog's already dead. Okay. The dog's been dead the whole time. All right. It's Sixth Sense dog dead movie. Okay. They trick you to think it's alive the whole time. And then they're like, actually,
I need the link to this website. Start running all movies through this filter first. Man, I think it will be fun, but you know, it immediately calls back to something like Courage the Cowardly Dog, or it reminds me of an old Philip K. Dick short story called Roog, where the dog was aware that the whole thing was about the trash men in his neighborhood were actually aliens that were feeding off of his owner's trash. And so, you know, he's trying to tell him, Roog. It's a fun little story. You know, Philip K. Dick had a crazy mind, dude. He was a wild guy.
DoesTheDogDie.com.
That's simple, easy to remember. Well done. Good for you, website.
There is a famous one where one of the dogs die, right? Or the dog dies. It's like Marley and Me or something, right? Is that the one where the dog dies and it's all sad? I won't watch that shit.
Oh, I haven't watched it because that might be why if the dog has died. But we like when the dog's the main character, you get a little worried.
Old Yeller. What about that movie with Will Smith? That's not AI. It's the
iRobot.
No, it's the one where
Shark
he's
Tale.
like the last guy alive and the rest are zombies. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I Am Legend. Oh,
I Am Legend. He snaps the dog. Snaps the dog, dude. He chokes that thing out. That motherfucker, dude. How did we ever forgive Will Smith for that?
Well,
I guess it was a mercy killing.
Not all of us did, Danny. Not all of us did. Homeward Bound. That's what I was thinking. Was it Chance?
Jada never forgived Will for that fucking I Am Legend movie. That's why she cheated on him with that the 18-year-old boy that was friends with her son.
He was come on, yeah.
I said it was a mercy, all right? I said.
Oh yeah, all dogs go to heaven. Yeah, I guess it's implied in the title on that one.
All right, so speaking of dogs.
Oh boy.
That was mean of me, okay? I take it back. All right, that's a little much, all right? That's too much, but here's Anisa, okay? Continuing on with JOMHAWATCH. Nothing creeps me out more than that new H3 hire, Galia, talking so confidently about me, my husband, our financial situation, etc. You don't know us. You're wrong on everything, and it's cringe and creepy. Also, Tom's a stupid pussy. Tom is another guy on H3. And somebody says down here, surprised they have her commenting on you two. Thought she was hired as the Hasan researcher, which is funny. The Hasan, Ethan Klein hired you as the Hasan researcher.
What an easy job. Today, Hasan called people creeps. He deflected any accusations, and I watched his chair for about 30 minutes.
Well, what? It's more than that.
That's
Kevin,
a full-time job, dude.
It's more than 30 minutes. All right, Kevin, don't lie about it. All right?
So this is who Yeet is,
running.
Right?
Are you running defense for Hasan Piker now? You're saying
no. I'm just saying
there's only 30 minutes of the empty chair.
Oh yeah. Be a little generous,
like,
I
what
guess.
The fuck, man? But anyways, the Hasan researcher, this guy says, and Anisa says, her talking about whether or not we're going to travel, ? I heard her saying we live in a basement. LMAO, like, I'm sorry, who are you? Well, the sad part about it is, Anisa, this is all stuff I think you've willingly, this is not what podcasting's about kind of material here that you talk about on your podcast in the basement, I might add. Or maybe it's not a basement. Maybe it's an Airbnb you rent out and you decide to sit on the floor to record your show, but it's like you're not allowed to have any. They're not allowed to have any criticism of their shit. Okay, you fucking do a shitty podcast on the floor, and people say you live in a basement. Like, yeah, you're sitting on the floor for your production that you put online that you're trying to make money off of as a career. Ian, at least, you know, it might not matter. Production value might not matter as much on OnlyFans, but like, shit, dude, when you're fucking sitting and doing your show on the floor, yeah, people think you live in a fucking basement. What are we talking about?
Do they have split level ranches in Canada, Danny? Have we ruled that out? Maybe it's kind of a basement, but kind of not.
Okay.
A nice little loophole if it were.
She's like, technically not a basement. Okay.
So, well, first of all, it's a finished basement. All right. And there's a mini bar down there and running water. So I don't know why you're giving me such a hard time. Ian can piss in the sub pump.
It's called the first floor.
He only has to go upstairs for number 2. All right. So I don't know why you're acting like this isn't a legit living situation.
He's got a quartering thing going on. Okay, people. And we heard you can pee in the drain. All right. It's not a big deal, especially when Anisa goes out to pizza without Ian. Okay. He's allowed to pee in the drain. All right.
My wife got pizza with Gabe without me, so I'm peeing in the basement.
With Gabe. So it's not a basement, all right? We don't live in the basement, okay? And this reminded me of an old clip, Kevin, that I'm going to bring up and show because I just thought it was a little relevant here when we're talking about it's not a basement, all right? These people think they know about my finances. What do they know? They don't know shit. Well, this is an old clip of the coach that he talks so much shit about in this video we're about to watch that he launched today. Listen to what they have to say about Ian and Anisa and the money situation with them.
Because you've already exposed her for being like the first person that Ian's ever been with, right?
Yes.
So in my opinion, what happened was she even told us, she used to always tell her mom, I'm going to be with a millionaire. And so we think that once she
used
kind
to
of got
tell her mom that she would be with a millionaire. How do you know
her
that?
mom told her that it had to be someone rich.
How did you know that?
Well, she told us.
Would tell us that.
It was, I remember exactly. It was when we were in Vegas going to the other podcast and we were inside the Uber and we were with Ian and Anisa. And Anisa said that like her mom only had 2 expectations for her to marry someone that was rich and also to be of her religion, right?
I hope it was in that order too, where it's like, well, first and foremost, he has to be rich. And also
rich.
If we practice the same faith, that's just bonus points. All right. That's the extra point after the touchdown. Sports ball for the win.
So when she's like getting all mad about, oh, I can't believe this Gallia lady speculating about my finances and if I live in a basement or not. It's like, well, it sounds like you talk about it to people willy-nilly. It sounds like you talk about it openly. You're like, my mom wanted me to marry a millionaire, and guess what I did?
And so she said that Anisa goes, well, I mean, I didn't get someone that was of my religion, but at least I got one part of it right. He's rich. And then she like laughed about it. And then he was in the car and you could tell he was bothered by it.
I was bothered.
Who wouldn't be bothered by that?
She's like, and I got the rich guy, and Ian's just like sitting there in the corner, like, well, he was in the cuck corner. They were in the car, and somehow Ian is in the cuck chair.
So like that, something kind of dawned on me, Danny, and maybe we've discussed this before, but he's always talking about incels, but yet, according to the allegations, he's the one who, has only been with the one person who now runs his life. Is some of that incel stuff maybe a self-report? Is he like, well, this is the way I acted before Anisa taught me what a period was?
No,
I didn't know. I thought it was gross.
I think he relates to a lot of these people that shit on him now. He's like, I used to be you, but until I got empathy, I used to be just like you.
Well, I used to be a simple man just like you. But before we get back into it, I can't let this awesome super chat sit without its recognition. Kang, so I went with my friend to get her first tattoo in years, and the artist would only let you go to the restroom if you're not doing number 2. Good rule, probably a good rule. Might make for some awkward situations, though. Then how do you just lie if you do have to go number 2? It's like, all right, make this quick.
I feel like there's just when you're doing certain things, you arrange, all right, to make sure that you're not in pooping. Like, I would know before I go get my tattoo if I was gonna have to poop or not. Now, what Kanga said, their toilet sucked and couldn't handle the poop, he said. I lied. I made it work. So Kanga took a shit anyways. Okay, she decided to take a dump anyways, which I love that. All right. Shadow says women poop, ? Yeah, well, newsflash. They
Breaking
poop
news.
and they're stinkier than ours, okay? Shadow, you think your poop stink, dude? Wait until you get a lady and she's shitting in your toilet, and then you have to go you have to go take a shit after that. You know what I mean? When you start living and cohabiting with a female, sometimes they'll go in there and just rip a fucking stanker. And then, I've got to take a whiz or whatever. Next thing you know, I'm walking into a cloud of green gas. Okay. Stinkier than anything I've ever shit out. All right. I don't know what it is, but my poor wife.
I don't know. I got nothing for you on this one. Women do be pooping.
Women do be pooping.
What's up,
Andy?
Great time. I hope you were prepared for another poop and butt segment because we worked one in.
Fuck a mile in my shit pants. All right. But yeah, so just remember that her number 1 mission was to marry a rich guy. All right. From her mom. Mom's like, Anisa, if anything, you gotta marry a millionaire. All right. I didn't teach you everything I know so that you go out there and marry some poor guy that's gonna live in my basement years from now. All right. You gotta marry somebody rich.
Here's your one chance, Nisa. Don't let me down.
But what I realized is going through all this is that Beazle, another account that we used to do JOMHAWATCH with on Twitter, Beazle is deleted. All right. No longer exists, the account says. But I was mainly here for the comments underneath. I also stole this picture from them, the basement picture. But the posts here read, they're the happiest they've ever been, and they don't regret it. Did you notice the tension in this podcast? They're both done with each other. That's what living with a parent while married in your 30s will do. Nowhere to escape because Ian is too cheap to get an Airbnb.
Oh, that's rough, dude. Airbnbs in this economy.
Well, and then
are they about to prove me wrong here with this tweet? Damn.
They go on to, they just post some listings and they're like, wasn't Anisa bragging about how comfortable they are, but they can only rent a basement, which I doubt they're paying rent at fucking Anisa's mom's house. All right. They're probably freeloading down there. Okay. So don't worry about the rent. But she says, these are just 2 choices for 2 adults, 2 pets for a month. If they were as comfortable as Anisa was alluding to a year ago, they could have already bought their second home, since they would be able to prove they could carry 2 mortgages until the Seattle home sold. They can't buy until that house sells, is what it seems like. So it seems like Anisa failed her mother here, and unfortunately Idubbbz millions are nowhere to be found.
Well, I can't cast any stones here, Danny. Lord knows how many times I've disappointed my mother. So I think I'll just sit this one out, probably.
All right, Kev.
That's the kind of karma I don't want, It's how you're like, oh, how could you be such a letdown to your mother?
Shadow says Anisa needs to man up and take care of Ian. I mean, she is the isn't the tradition that if you take the last name, you're now the you're like the breadwinner
now. Is that how that works? There can only be one.
So since Anisa was, gave her last name, she is the breadwinner, right? She is taking that role in the traditional marriage.
Can we apply that universally? Because that's a good thing to know ahead of time.
What, you want to be a sugar daddy or something?
No, the reverse, whatever the reverse is. I am happy to just
so you'll
sweep
take the
and
last
mop
name
and make lunches, and I'll have a job. I just want somebody else to make more money than me. That's it.
VDub said people viewed their house they were selling and said it was rank.
Oh,
you can smell it through the screen, huh?
Oh man.
Oh goodness gracious.
I have questions, but at the same time I don't. So I'm just
rank.
Just gonna let that one marinate, gang.
That's what happens when it's rank. It marinates, okay. But before we get into this video, I just wanted to show this last Anisa tweet. Okay, she was up at midnight bitching about this H3 podcast stuff. Okay, if you check this 12:10 at midnight. Tom is the most unlikable cast member on the H3 podcast, actually. See, they were just talking about them on this last show. So Anisa
who's the Dan? They spelled Dan wrong.
No, that's the other 3-letter bald guy.
But he's definitely the most unlikable. Right?
Well, okay, maybe that could be
bald. Is this bald jealousy leaking out for me?
Maybe they're all bald, Kevin. The H3 podcast, bunch of balds there. I even hear that Ethan's hairline is going. They're all going to be bald. Okay.
Ooh.
I don't know if bald will look good on Ethan Klein, but we'll see.
He can rock a beanie. I've seen it.
There you go. Yeah, he knows.
He'll figure it out.
Anisa says he's so uniquely stupid, and now he's self-reporting that he values a person's self-worth on whether or not they own their home. He has a very punchable face while still being bland. Very unfortunate. And somebody says, wow, you're even more spite driven than I thought. And Anisa says, yeah, I'm a big bitch.
Am I allowed to give points for that? I would heart that tweet as well. I'm just saying, dude. Good for her.
Big bitch.
Own it. Hell yeah.
Oh, but she takes some shots at this guy. So they go back and forth. All right. If I pull this one up, here is a little more of the back and forth. Tom Ward, he posted on his Instagram first. He says, am I a stupid pussy? Which you never lead with that. If you're like trying to get back, if you're like trying to do a good comeback to somebody and they call you something, they say like this stupid pussy, this dumb idiot, and you don't start with, am I a dumb idiot? Am I a stupid pussy? Because the answer is yes. Yes. So when Tom says, am I a stupid pussy? I mean, the immediate answer is yes, you are. You asked, you fucking idiot. Anyways, he says, hey, everyone is entitled to their opinion, but I've got 2 things Anisa doesn't. I live in a great house that I own, and she's stuck in her basement. And 2, bald.
Yeah, and the second one, balls. Just one though, but we won't talk about that.
Oh, I thought you said bald. Duh. Bald. Duh.
Oh no, I said balls. That was what I thought the
bald.
joke was going to be. I have 2 things she doesn't have, and they are.
Oh, see, Kevin is doing jokes I'm not even thinking about. Right?
I'm just grabbing the low hanging fruit over here, gang.
That's right. That's what it is.
Don't
You're
mind
right.
me. Oh man, dude, I love a good boomer diss. This feels, so at least I have my own house and I drive a Dodge Stratus, and it's not even leased. I'm paying to own it.
Yeah.
I only have 11 payments left. And after that, I can get about another 60,000 miles. So that's probably a good 2 years before I have to start paying another car payment.
I have a Cybertruck.
I have a Roth IRA and a 401k. What do you got? Not 2 balls.
Anisa says, this stupid pussy posted on his Instagram story crying in a creepy attempt to mimic his hero pedo troll. Still holding on to the false reality that he knows anything about our living situation because creepy Gallia told him so. Okay.
Well, one thing, Danny, again, I hate to be the one giving Anisa points this whole time, but if there's anyone, can you scroll back up there a little bit for me so I can see that tweet of hers? If there's anyone that knows anything about attempting to hold on to a false reality, I believe it would be this tweeter. So, you know what I always say? A fisherman always spots another fisherman from afar.
Yeah, right. Okay, fair enough.
She would know.
She's butthurt that she doesn't own her own house and that he's making jabs about it. Okay.
Well, they do still own it because no one will buy it at the ridiculous price that they paid for it.
That's true. Why did she just say that? There's your fucking clap back. You're like, actually, I do own a house right now. All right.
I'll have you know, I paid 12% higher than what my home was worth.
You post a listing too when you say, you're like, actually, I do own a house right now. Anyone want to buy it?
You really want to own me? You can own 2 homes. Then you'll really boom roasted. Yeah. So you got to do the old reverse psychology. Get in there.
Right. That's right.
Like, I hear you're not big dick to have 2 homes. So here's one that's for sale.
Oh, goodness gracious. Tom does respond and does a big old response, but I don't want to read through all of it because frankly, I don't give a fuck. He's a stupid pussy, like he said, you know. His his points are irrelevant. No, I'm just kidding, but he did do like a fucking giant book about and he does these like little disses here and there and this big old response. It's not very good. I don't really care to read through the whole goddamn thing, but we do have an entire Ian video to go through. So prepare yourself, Kevin, because
okay,
here goes the rest of your night. All right.
Oh boy.
Let's see if we can get through this bad lad. All right. Coming clean with Ian Idubbbz. Let's go. Actually, he should have a little intro here right at the top.
I don't know if this is your own theory or if it's just like implanted in your brain from all the other hate videos. There was never a bonus. I never spoke to these losers about a bonus. If you're going to be a hater ass bitch, take it the full way. By the way,
okay.
So you can just tune that out. Today, I'm going.
The background in my basement is a work in progress. Don't look at that, okay? It's the same basement that we've been in this whole time. It's actually not a basement, all right? I never said it was a basement. You know nothing about me, all right? He's already coping 2 seconds into the fucking video. Ignore the walls, all right?
Nobody look.
Going to be doing the thing that everyone tells you not to do, and that is feed the trolls. One of the more important things that I want to talk about is my relationship with Anisa.
It really is a kink, isn't it? Like, it really is a fetish.
Only grown to love her.
The embarrassment?
Yeah, like it has to be. Like he even just acknowledged that he understands the rules of engagement. But nah. Surely nothing can go wrong if I go this route.
Or with time. And a lot of people online don't see it that way. For me, it's very obvious. I thought more people would be able to catch on. I am quiet, stoic, not talkative.
Oh,
she's the opposite of that.
stoic,
She's
piss
loud,
off,
very
dude.
talkative, social. People struggle.
So
you wouldn't know stoicism if someone slapped you in the eye with a memento mori coin, you turd. Fucking stoic. Get out of here. Learn what words mean, dipshit.
He's very stoic, okay, and reserved.
Instead of just borrowing words and ideas that Anisa puts out. Oh, well, Radiohead is Zionist coded, whatever the hell that means. I'm stoic. Who the fuck taught you that one, Ian?
Yeah, well, that's what Anisa told him, okay? She said, Ian, you're very stoic. Just let me talk for you and listen to everything that I do.
Marcus Aurelius is rolling in his grave, and my voice just cracked for the first time in 12 years. So I am very offended by this.
Clearly.
To
This is
understand that
unacceptable.
dynamic, I think, especially me being a person who has made a career of talking online. So yes, Anisa will oftentimes, like in many relationships, be the more talkative one. We've been together for nearly 10 years, and all of it has been online for the public to see. And there are still people accusing her of cheating, accusing me of being in an abusive relationship. None of this is true. And there is
Which, okay, I get what he means about the whole, like, I share a dynamic with my wife where she is the more reserved one, and I'm the fucking obnoxious, loud idiot one, the more opinionated one, whatever. So, like, I kind of get what he's saying a little bit. Is like, look, we're two different people, and we mingle together well. I just think that it also works in Anisa's favor that she's a succubus, and that you're stoic. You guys have already admitted to it, all right?
A stoic man would definitely fall for a succubus.
That's right.
100%.
is no evidence for any of this except, like, I guess, body language experts coming on and being like, Idubbbz is being stoic here, therefore he's in hell.
Okay, hang on. Watch the change there. Watch the change there.
I don't know what the fuck that was. I have never gotten.
Look at Ian in this moment. Oh my god!
Like, he looks. So as soon as I saw these, when I saw Kino Casino pop up in this, and he's like, well, like this, he starts off with these clips, and I'm like, oh, I can't believe he even put them in this video. Like, he's so done that he even mentioned Kino Casino in his video. But then he goes on, and I mean, like, spoilers, but there's a lot of Kino Casino in this fucking video, dude. There is a lot of Kino
Damn
Casino.
it, dude. I didn't bring my triangle. We could have whoa buddied every time we saw Kino. That would have been fun. Damn it.
We need a cowbell, I think.
Oh yeah, that's way better. Yeah, exactly. There you go. That's the way to steal it. Hell yeah.
Sad. No, he is disgusted at her. He's depressed. He's so disgusted.
Working
on He's disgusted with this.
He looks so uncomfortable. He's like, should I be here? He looks so uncomfortable. Look at this guy's body language. He doesn't want to be there.
Look how miserable he looks. Dude, he looks miserable. Dude, he looks like he wants to kill himself.
Did he pay someone to come find these?
Dude, and like that last one was that I'm pretty sure that's that sensitive society dude or whatever, which is like, I mean, he gets some decent, viewed videos sometimes, but like relatively, I feel like in the grand scheme of things, that guy's a kind of a smaller creator. So Ian is like watching every hate video, dude. Ian is watching every fucking stream, dude. Every fucking Kino Casino, he's there. Clearly, Anisa's up at midnight tweeting about H3. They're watching every H3 podcast. They're watching every fucking sensitive society little video. It's everything. It's everything, dude.
Anisa sent him those clips.
Really? Yeah. Anisa's watching this shit obsessively. And she's like baking. Like, she has her phone on, like her phone's sitting like tilted in the corner, like sitting up, tilted against the wall or something, with YouTube videos playing of every single hater while she's fucking making the driest ass banana bread that you've ever seen in your goddamn life.
Or a crab apple cobbler. I hear those are good.
Right. Like, she's watching every hater video. He's watching every hater video.
I mean, I kind of want to kill myself now. Okay, so they're not a fan of the resting bitch face. All right. Well,
I mean, that was pretty good.
That was good. That was good.
Tip of the cap when it's earned.
Well, maybe you should take that as some think about that a little bit, Ian. If watching the hater videos constantly over and over again, even the obscure smaller channels, if that makes you want to kill yourself, then maybe don't watch it. He's trying to be funny, and he's like, well, now it was so bad. Now I want to kill myself. But yeah, maybe you shouldn't watch it. Maybe you shouldn't watch the fucking videos, Ian. Maybe you shouldn't feed the trolls, Ian.
Oh, there's no way the trolls will do anything with this, Danny.
No, not at all. No.
I'm not going to smile all the time, fellas. And even when I smile, you guys still like contort it into he's so uncomfortable or he's smiling through the pain.
Burn.
Oh, he's so uncomfortable. And
No.
he's smiling on his face.
What?
But inside his eyes, you can see his pain.
For some reason,
I
well, not
love this more than I should, I think. This is how I felt watching War of the Worlds, where it's like I feel like I love this for all the wrong reasons. So I'm really having fun.
Yeah, right. No, I think this is exactly right. This is just like War of the Worlds. I love how he titles these segments though. This one is creepy. What did it say? Creepy sex things or something.
You can see his pain.
That's creepy sex theories.
for some reason, well, not for some reason, for the reason of sexism and people's view on OnlyFans and them just not liking Anisa, they want to push forward a narrative that she is actively and continually cheating on me. And if
I've never, I mean, I don't watch Casino. I don't watch Kino Casino. I only see clips of them sometimes, but I don't ever see anybody theorizing that Anisa is cheating on him. Like at least I guess what I'm thinking he's talking about is when people make jokes about the gorgeous Gabe guy and she thinks he's hot or whatever, and there's like a cuck thing going on. But like, I mean, does he think that most people are serious about those kind of things when they're saying that? Like, it's funny to bust his balls about gorgeous Gabe or whatever, and the guy sitting next to him at the gym and blah, blah, blah. But like, I don't know how many people are seriously are thinking like Anisa's out there getting fucking banged. But I guess people say the cuck thing enough that it's like he takes it all serious now. He's like,
yeah, but
dude,
that implies consent, as far as I'm aware. You know, the
cuck.
joke is about there being a chair in the corner of the room, so that implies knowledge of the situation, which again would not be cheating at that point. That's just personal preference. We'll chalk it up to personal preference,
right?
Which is fine. This is America. But yeah, I mean, I can't say that there's. I'm sure there are a few people that take it seriously and think it's serious, but no, I don't think anybody even really cares that much. Like that's the one part about this whole thing is I think they're just kind of an easy target, and then now they have it in their head that all these incel detractors online spend their whole day in life obsessing over what we do, and it's like no, it's just you're easy to dunk on, and so you get
exactly.
And then you provide the people who dunk on you the exact thing they want, which is a reaction to said dunkening, I believe is the correct term. And then it's just this never-ending Ouroboros, which is another word you should look up. You can maybe use that one out of context in a stream coming up soon.
What do they say? I hope in the next video that Ian does, he gets a bunch of clips of those Kino Casino guys saying, Ian is felted. He's fucking felted. Whatever that's
whoa, buddy.
Yeah, or those. Yeah, right.
you listen to freaks like this guy I'm about to show, it makes sense why. They are obsessed.
Anisa wants to have sex and having sex with Anisa. I think he wants to bang Anisa. Anisa was horny and wanted to have sex with this therapist while Anisa herself to it.
Yep. Do you think that makes her pussy wet?
Buddy, was she getting
stop?
plowed?
That's what I'm saying.
What we're describing here.
Okay, well, maybe they do imply a little bit that she's trying to fuck around.
I think a lot gets left out when these clips make it to YouTube. You know,
oh, it's so funny to hear him say all that shit, dude. Anisa wants fucked. Anisa's trying to get fucked. He's like saying it over and over. Ian's watched so many episodes of Kino Casino. He's got all these clips compiled. of them talking about Anisa wanting to fuck somebody else. It's just too funny, dude.
Yeah, I would love to have an outfit count on these guys. It feels like there are no duplicate clips. Like every clip comes from a unique stream. Like it's
right. There's
every
like 12
time.
of them.
Yeah, it's like, geez, dude, you guys. I thought our JOMHAWATCH was taking a long time. God damn, dude.
It seems like their show is exclusively JOMHAWATCH, which kind of makes me laugh too. I love that.
They just they do like JOMHAWATCH and like Dark Side Phil updates. So maybe I should watch more. I don't know.
You know, Headbug has a good point though. His wife is an OnlyFans model. Isn't it part of the job description to get fucked by other people? I mean, potentially some OnlyFans people fuck around. You know, they fuck multiple partners.
Yeah, it's kind of a good point. And I do remember what Headbug is referring to. He, in that video, pointed out to all of us that there may be people in our private lives jerking off to our significant others right now, and that there's nothing we can do about it. And he said he had no problem with people jerking off to his girlfriend. But yeah, it's a good point. Like if you're doing a job that is to sexualize yourself, it does kind of make some sense that there would be some people a little too into your personal sex life when it's not quite as personal anymore. You know, it's a weird thing. I don't know. It's like working at a sex shop and judging the people who buy the porn DVDs. Like, dude, what
you do though?
You apply to work. You do, yeah, a little bit. It's like, oh, just a job. Maybe I should say it's like owning the adult DVD store and then judging people for buying the DVDs.
Right. No, I mean, yeah, there's something to that. It's like it's not that I don't think that Anisa surely doesn't deserve to be like sexualized against her will. I mean, all this like cuckdom shit and blah blah blah. It's like, you know, maybe they're edgy jokes. But yeah, you would think as a sexual content creator online, I mean, she's making sexual content, that, yeah, like how offended can you be about people sexualizing you? I mean, I know that she's getting harassed too, but like you're literally putting out sexy photos and then being like, why do people talk sexy about me? I don't even know why they do this. It's creepy. It's creepy. And like, buy my OnlyFans, you creeps. I mean, practically though.
I mean, to be fair, that's probably how most OnlyFans models view their audience. And I am not one to blame them for that take. I'm not.
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess you have a point.
They're like and subscribe, you dirty pervert bastards.
And they like that more, though. They like it when you say that. You're like and subscribe, you nasty pervert. And they're like, ooh, yeah, tell me that again. I only want you to pay me money on OnlyFans. I don't want you to actually look at the pictures, okay? Quit sexualizing me, all right? Don't look. Just pay me.
I need you to sexualize me when I'm in the mood to be sexualized, okay?
There's a small window.
It's not that hard to figure out, guys.
I'm cool with the horny comments for like 30 minutes or so after I post a fresh ass cheek pic. But, you know, after those 30 minutes are up, I expect you all to go back to being nice Christian boys, all right? No more sexualizing me.
Oh, yes.
Is two grown men who are fantasizing about
30-year-old man
and his
and
wife
a literal
and what they do in the bedroom
30-year-old
or don't do in the bedroom. That is creepy weirdo shit.
That's what we're just saying, though. I mean, like, they're not fucking on her OnlyFans, I guess, but like, they're like, is it crazy far-fetched shit to think that there's people out there that are fantasizing about you and Anisa, Ian, when she's horny posting all over the place? Yeah, I bet like half of those people that subscribe to her OnlyFans are like, man, I really wish Ian would get on here too. I know he's behind that camera, all right?
Naturally, yeah. Yeah, that's what they're all waiting for.
Now this one really gets me. This one was really cracking me up when I watched this. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
And here we have Idubbbz with the bull, folks. There's Idubbbz with the bull.
He's using sexualized terms to describe a picture of me and my dog. And what are we doing? So many people will tell Anisa and I of just like, don't feed into the hate. And it's like, okay, we're going to post some normal stuff. Anisa posts just me with a picture of my dog. And this is the type of commentary we get about it.
Idubbbz with the bull. Gorgeous Gabe Plowder in the back room of the salon. 3-hour bukkake session with all of the male stylists.
If you're curious about the hairdresser, he's got
Damn, dude.
Oh, wait. They're talking about They're talking about Ian's bukkake sessions with gorgeous Gabe over there on Kino.
What an active imagination.
Oh my god.
I still don't get his whole point where he's like, yeah, if I make this video, they'll totally stop. Like, what? You just made it worse. You've made it so much worse.
Shadow says, Idubbbz, I'm self-conscious. I'm going to post a video about all the mean things people say and show every clip of it in my video.
You freaking fricks. You know, it's the equivalent of making a video online with your dad yelling at your bullies because you're tired of being bullied. Like, that's going to fucking do anything. Ian is a stoic guy. Yeah, I'm so stoic that I will feed the trolls because that's it's actually in Marcus Aurelius's journal. He says the #1 pillar of stoicism is to feed the trolls at all times. My goodness.
Oh, dear Lord.
Here's the list of things that bother me. Surely this will cause people.
guys are talking about, I will point you to my disgraced boxing coach, Michael Briggs. For some reason,
disgraced? Because he coached you?
Fucking loser. And his
I think disgraced because he talked like it seems like he's very offended and thinks it's unprofessional that these guys came out and talked shit about their clients, essentially. Like you'll hear him kind of reference that in this.
He's your boxing coach, idiot, not your lawyer. He didn't sign a confidentiality agreement. Yeah, they care about professionalism until it's time to pay fighters for time spent and, I don't know, not spike an entire event into the ground. Now we want to talk about professionalism. All right.
Yeah, like who's disgraced? So Ian's disgraced boxer, right? If this is a disgraced coach, he won't even get back in the ring and fight somebody as shitty as dad. Okay,
disgraced boxing promoter Ian Dubbbz.
Yeah, exactly.
Dumb as Rock's wife decided to go on the H3 podcast.
Oh, it's okay to shit on someone else's wife, though, is it? Rules for
fun of my wife.
And rules for me with this little shitbird. Jesus Christ. This guy got anybody on his team left? How do you justify this?
All right, Anisa's off limits, okay? But your piece of shit wife, let me tell you.
What's up with these freak incels attacking your boxing coach's wife? You know, only an incel would treat someone's wife that way, right? Aren't those the rules of engagement?
Spilled their guts. They were getting paid like $5,000 to go on this podcast.
I'm going to be sending you guys $5,000 for the bonus that you never got.
I think they were maybe afraid.
Danny, can I say
they wouldn't get the money if they didn't
everything negative I've said about Ethan, just in case you ever want to, you know, because we can get $5,000 to go on that show. I would take back everything I've ever said about Mr. Klein. Just a joke, bro. Just a prank.
Do you have any dirt on Ian Idubbbz that Ethan doesn't already know? Because if you do, maybe you have an illicit video that we can share with him or something. Because if you do, then maybe he'll pay us $5,000 to be on the show. Yeah, right. No, Ian says,
he leaves out the part that didn't Ethan give him money because they got fucked over.
Well, the whole thing with this 5K specifically, and this is kind of an interesting point that Ian tries to make, because they came, like, my interpretation of it when this episode happened and he had the coach on to talk, and I watched the whole thing. It was fucking entertainment. That was a good show. When he had them on after the talking, they say something about a bonus that's going to be 5K or whatever and yada yada that they never got, and they weren't happy about that. So in this clip, that's Ethan saying, look, since you guys came on here and graced me with your presence or whatever, I'll do what Ian did not. And he did a similar thing with Lena, his one of his workers or whatever, one of the people that work on the show. She was going to fight, and Idubbbz and them weren't covering her like training costs. So Ethan was like, well, since they're fucking you over because they suck so bad over there, I'll pay for your training myself. Now, I think they eventually squared that payment. I think that the guys that took over Creator Clash after Ian ended up giving her payment on something. But it was more Ethan rectifying the situation, making the situation right by saying, hey, well, that 5K bonus that you were supposed to get, I'll be the guy for you, you know. But Ian is trying to explain that, oh, it was a premeditated thing, and that Ethan was like, look, I'll have you on the show and pay you 5K to do it or whatever. And
yeah,
then
he makes it sound like I'll pay you 5K to come shit on your old boss.
Right.
Like.
And that this was just some kind of convenient ruse that they had, that they were like, the 5K bonus story was all fake. That's what he wants everyone to believe, at least.
Trash us. So them maybe thinking that they weren't trashing us hard enough, Michael Briggs decided to invoke the name of one of his presumably friends and say that Anisa was like thirsting after him.
She definitely had a big crush on one of the guys that would come in and spar with them, because anytime they would spar, she would just be super into it and watch every moment. Yeah, even if he would like beat Ian up, she'd be very into it.
For whatever it's worth, every time Michael Briggs, my disgraced boxing coach, would reference Gabe, he would always refer to him as Gorgeous Gabe. He couldn't help but refer to him as Gorgeous Gabe on the podcast.
I would call him Gorgeous Gabe.
He's a beautiful guy.
Yeah,
now wait till you hear this, Kevin. Okay, wait till you hear this. Gorgeous Gabe. Okay, look how he's gonna turn this this Gorgeous Gabe nickname here. Okay, look how he's about to show this.
He's he's got tattoos. He's large. He's tan.
I don't call him that. My wife doesn't call him that. If you have some unresolved sexual tension or fantasies, whatever the fuck it is, you need to keep that shit to yourself and not project it onto other people. I wish the best.
So he's basically like, the coach that my former disgraced coach is clearly gay for Gorgeous Gabe, okay? And he keeps calling him Gorgeous Gabe. He's like, I've never called him Gorgeous Gabe, okay? Anissa's never called him Gorgeous Gabe. She just says, oh, Gabe, oh, Gabe, oh, Gabe. So none of us are calling him Gorgeous Gabe, okay? That's all on you and your little gay fantasies over there. Disgraced boxing coach. Yeah, right? A little homophobic. I agree. And then Shadow says, we all have potential inside of us. The potential to be gay, Shadow? Are you coming out to us right now? We all have the potential, you know. One false move and you might be gay. You might be starting to...
One false move.
Okay, let's go. Let's continue. Let's not read into that anymore. Moving on.
There was a whole other conversation going on too. That's what makes it funny.
Gabe, Michael Briggs, on the other hand, absolute fucking creep weirdo. Now, I know a lot of this is very grotesque and obsessive. I would prefer if people didn't talk about me and my wife or other people in this way.
I would prefer that you don't talk about me and my wife in a sexual manner. So tell your wife to stop doing OnlyFans, There will always, no matter what, even if you weeded out every hater across the internet and it was only the people that actually liked you guys that commented on your shit, okay? Even those people, if Anisa is posting a picture of her ass pressed up against the fucking refrigerator or whatever, okay? Even the people that really, especially the people that really like you, are going to be thinking of her sexually in some sort of manner. That's literally what they're there for. Okay. So it's one or the other, really. I mean, you can ask like, hey, Kino Casino, maybe stop talking about how I fuck my dog, or that my wife is getting banged by the old hairdresser or whatever. You know, you can go, you can ask that. But in terms of talking about us in a sexual manner in this way, it's like, dude, she does sex work online. People are going to talk about her in a sexual manner no matter what. I don't get that point.
Just because I am dressed this way. There's a good Dave Chappelle bit about this. Look it up after the show. Optics and morals. I cannot wait. Are we getting a little more from the pulpit here? Okay.
I briefly want to talk about the concept of being a lol cow, because these fucking losers, they love the concept of like labeling someone a lol cow and then like bullying them and watching their life spiral out of control.
Danny, real quick, do we know somebody who likes to label everyone incels that disagrees with them? As if that, like, it's like a blanket term that they use for everybody?
Right. Not to mention, I mean, he's fucking describing his content, dude. His content. He's like, they want to just fucking keep harassing and keep dude, that's what you did for years. Okay? You did this kind of shit for years.
I briefly want to talk about
how did we turn into the homophobes in this segment?
These fucking losers, they love the concept of like labeling someone a lol cow and then like bullying them and watching their life spiral out of control.
Like, this dude was bullying Leafy for years. I mean, they're going back and forth, obviously, but now Ethan's going back and forth with them. He called fucking PPP a fat guy like twice already. And these fucking losers and this fucking guy, all right? So, like, okay, we're going back and forth now, Ian, so you got to just take it now. Who are we slut shaming, okay? By the way, just because Anisa does OnlyFans, it's not a bad thing, okay? I'm certainly pro sex work. If she wants to do and also you're calling Anisa a slut in this slut shaming situation, because I'm shaming Anisa, so you're calling her a slut. I didn't, you did, but I don't think anything's wrong with what she does. She's allowed to do OnlyFans. That's perfectly fine. It's just the concept of expecting people not to talk about you sexually when you're posting your boobs, your ass, you're naked, you're nude on OnlyFans. That's what it is. To expect people not to talk about you sexually when you're being sexual online is insane. Tits are tits, exactly.
Always remember that.
Even Anisa's tits are tits, you know? Tits are tits.
They won't, say as much. They'll just be like, yeah, we just do it for laughs. The whole thing's entertainment. It's just just innocent guys just having a laugh. Thankfully, Anisa and I are in a much safer and privileged position than many other people.
Doesn't he look
are
so
the
mad?
Targets of guys like this who want to.
I hate to be Kino Casino and be like, look at how depressed he is in his eyes or whatever. But you can watch him this whole video and he is very charged up. He's very angry and sweaty about this whole predicament here. He's an angry, sweaty boy.
Always a good idea, I think, right? You should make and post videos when you're in an emotional state. I think that's a good idea. Nobody ever regrets that.
I think right now, as Ian Idubbbz, he's always in an emotional state.
Bully them into submission. So now I want to look at two different clips from these guys. There is the fat one and his cohort who are listening to Anisa describe, like, essentially having a hard time online seeing people mock and make fun of her dad with Alzheimer's.
Now this is pretty fucked up. This is pretty fucked up. All right. So, the punches being thrown back and forth here may be a little fair, I'd say.
Okay,
But-
fair.
But I think Kino Casino can take a couple, fat jokes or whatever. They'll be all right, I think. I mean, they'll really be all right after they see this video and talk about it. But I mean, this whole the dad thing may be a little inappropriate. Let's listen.
We're laughing at my dad for getting sick on some of these forums. Like,
What did
just like
you
really
think? What did you think? Because you shared it online?
Yeah.
I mean, like that's what people are gonna do because they want to get a reaction out of you.
Yeah.
I don't think they probably even really believe the stuff that they're saying, but they know because it's extreme and like edgy that it will cause you mentally spiral like this. So that's why they do it. And you're telling them that it affects you. So guess what? They're gonna keep doing it. This is how the internet works.
buddy.
It shouldn't
Time
be,
to come home
but
alert.
that's how it
Time to
is.
come home
The
alert.
whole
Shave
time.
your head and put a hat on. Whoa, buddy. Ding, ling, 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 ling. We
Are
got
you
another
telling-
Bulge's beautiful segment here, gang. We didn't expect to see it, but yes, it is
Double.
time. Ashton, Triple P, whatever they call you, my friend. If you're not going to come home, put a damn hat on, dog. All right. That's the only thing I got to say about all that.
Well, I mean,
Come home.
I
Grow a
don't-
beard and come home. You'll be all right.
to tell you the truth, I don't think this guy here really cares much about his appearance or what.
No, that's mean, Danny. That's so cruel.
I'm gonna get fat here. Who was that earlier in the chat? Add fat shaming.
Fat shame at you, bastard.
Oh, I'm such a dickhead, man. But yeah, we got a double dose of come home here, dude. Double whopper come home. Both of y'all. Okay. They could low blows. Okay.
He's not saying that he is a perpetrator of bullying her. What he's saying is that other people are doing that. But he is doing it actively. In this video, he is bullying Anisa. And in other videos, he's literally bullied and made fun of her dad who has Alzheimer's.
With a late stage dementia patient who is an
What
extremist
going on with-
Muslim, and he sees his daughter
What's going
covered
on
in
with those eyes,
tattoos,
dude?
married to Idubbbz the cuck, and he just freaks the f out. Idubbbz is having to take him on walks through the neighborhood, talk to this demented guy.
So this is
okay. So I will say that, like,
He might have a point. He might have a point with this one, Danny. Huh?
he might have a point with this. I mean, this would be like a joke that maybe you could, well, no, I was going to say this might be one that you could make to, like, if there were like two comedian dudes on a podcast bullshitting with each other, I think that they could make the joke about one another. You know what I'm saying? Like if you've got like Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer, they would never make a funny enough joke like this. But, Tom could say to Bert, something about like your fucking dad's dementia or whatever, and they would laugh at it and yada, yada. I think, they're not on the terms to where PPP should really be making jokes about Anisa's demented dad.
Yeah. Everybody's got a line, and I wouldn't be surprised if that crossed it for a lot of folks. That's all I got to
Leave
say
my
about
family out of it, bitch. Okay. I feel like Ian and Anisa are good enough targets, PPP, that you don't need to behave this way. What's his real name? Not Triple P. What do they call him? Do you know?
I believe it's Ashton.
Ashton? I feel like I don't want to call him that either. Whatever. Hey, dude. Okay.
I just call him Buddy.
Buddy. Whoa.
Oh, it's
whoa,
Preston.
buddy.
That makes sense.
Preston.
Triple P, but his name's Ashton. I guess that didn't hold up. Oh wait, but now I'm hearing it is Ashton. So now I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I'm going with it. We're going with it. It's Ashton.
Chat's the
Gotta catch them all.
something that he's very familiar with. But for some reason, in this moment, he refuses to take any ownership of the fact that he is part of the problem.
Like, that's what people are going to do because they want to get a reaction out of you. So that's why they do it. And you're telling them that it affects you.
He doesn't want to admit it. And it makes you.
Do you think he doesn't want to admit it though? Do you think that Keno Casino in general wouldn't admit to the fact that yes, they want to bully you until you fucking cry off the internet? That's their whole that's their whole point. Everything Ashton or Preston or whatever his name is, everything he's describing here, I think he would willingly admit to. I think Idubbbz is completely wrong on this. I think that if Idubbbz said to him, like, do you want to bully me out of existence online? He'd be like, ding, 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 ding. You know, whoa, buddy, or whatever.
Yeah,
the fuck he does. Yeah.
I've seen the clips where he admits to gassing up DSP a year ago and that, oh yeah, I was saying whatever I needed to say to get him to make some content. Like, they seem to be pretty open about what their intentions are with this stuff from what I've seen. Now, granted, I'm not a regular viewer of the program, but no, I don't get the feeling that he's hiding behind anything. Makes too much money from Idubbbz. Yeah, I feel like the only time I ever see Keno Casino clips, if they're either about Ian or they're about DSP. Those are the only times I tend to see them pop up. So I feel like they're pretty upfront with what their goals are when they talk about Ian.
Both good subjects for
I'll
ball
put a
busting.
one in the chat.
Wonder why. And we get a little window into that at the end of the clip.
This is how the internet works. It shouldn't be, but that's how it is.
He says in this moment, it shouldn't be.
He
Why
says
the
it shouldn't
fuck
be.
do you think he says it shouldn't be? Could that be because it's wrong and it's a mean, evil thing to do? To
bully?
Acknowledge that someone is suffering and deciding that you are going to attack them online continuously for the thing that they are, either insecure or struggling with. It's plain as day that he's part of the.
Are bullies mean, Kevin?
Oh. I feel so bad for Ian. He did nothing wrong. He did nothing to deserve any of this criticism.
Right.
He's just trying to survive. He hasn't screwed anybody over. He hasn't lied to anybody. He hasn't done anything to deserve this, right? Like, he's just a helpless victim.
And he doesn't want to roll around in the pig shit with the rest of the pigs at all, Kevin. Okay. He's above that.
Ban all these.
Ian, who said today we get to bully Leafy. Like it, yeah, right. Isn't that like his line in the video? Okay, time to bully Leafy. Okay, like
yeah. Yeah. Also, Kang, you're right. Shadow is a little mean. He always makes fun of me for liking Star Wars, and I'm gonna make a 20-minute video where I clip out every negative comment of Shadow saying, Kevin and James, move on. It's over. Star Wars is over. Get a life. And I'm going to talk about it for 20 minutes because I'm sure that will get Shadow to stop. And he actually seems to like us. He would still that wouldn't get him to stop. So, I don't know.
Bullying, you meanies. Okay. Freaking meanies.
Problem, but he fucking refuses, like a coward does, to take any responsibility for him being part of the problem. I don't think a lot of these commentary channels want to be held to a higher standard. I think they want to comment on the strategy of things, and they don't want to reveal too much of their own morals or principles. This next guy is the perfect example of what I'm describing. He is being very critical of me talking to a therapist. And by the way, that wasn't even a therapy session. I just happened to cry in that moment. And I was like, this might be able to communicate authenticity. So I'll include it.
And then
so
nothing says authentic like showing this might bring out, or how did he just phrase it? Putting this in might show some authenticity. That nothing sounds more genuine than that.
I'm describing.
Sincerity, brothers.
He is
as
being
soon as
very
you can fake
critical
that, you've got it
of
made.
me talking to a therapist. And by the way, that wasn't even a therapy session. I just happened to cry in that moment. And I was like, this might be able to communicate authenticity. So I'll include it.
And then
he's like, it wasn't even a therapy session, all right? I just cry sometimes, all right? I'm just talking to people sometimes on camera. And, Authentically stoic, me, brought to tears in our random conversation here. But stoic. Stoic tears. Why would you even admit to that anyways? Like that whole line is funny to me where he just says, I'm not even crying here.
And by the way, that wasn't even a therapy session. I just happened to cry in that moment.
Happened to cry.
And I was like, this might be able to communicate authenticity. So I'll include it.
And then Ian goes on a podcast with a therapist and gets extremely real with him, which is a profoundly stupid idea. Like eating with your mouth full on camera. He of all people should know better than to go on a therapist's podcast and vent about his very real problems on a public forum like that. Because people will use that information against him.
What you doing recording out of Carrabba's, my guy?
He's eating a burger.
Did you get kicked out of the Olive Garden?
It's a Red Robin, okay, Kevin?
Oh, okay. Yum.
Oh, good.
You guys know this about me. There's nothing I love more than recording while you eat. Thank you so much for making me watch you chew. I appreciate it. It's Applebee's. Okay, well then I take it all back, honestly. That or Chili's, maybe a little Texas Roadhouse. Those are the three places.
Isn't that the half off apps or whatever during happy hour? I like
Say
that.
what? Well, we better. Oh, damn it! All right, I'll get it tomorrow. I think we're past happy hour.
We
All
are.
right, it's okay. It's all right.
Oh goodness! But here, I want to hear what this guy says again. I forgot already.
Yeah, it wasn't important, right? That's what I'm saying. That's why you don't film yourself during happy hour. You're just
With
like,
a
oh,
therapist.
this is background noise.
Gets
I can hear
extremely
people. I
real
can hear
with
the
him,
waiters
which is a
wrapping up their
profoundly
silverware.
stupid idea. Like eating with your mouth full on camera. He of all people should know
so there
better
was a
than to
point
go on
to
a
it.
therapist's
Nice.
podcast and vent about his very real problems on a public forum like that.
So this is what I wanted to hear again. Yeah. Vent about his really real problems on a public forum like that. The shit that he is saying to other people like Ethan Klein, bro, this isn't what podcasting is. All right. Come on. This is horrible. Okay. It's literally what you're doing on everything you go on. It's not even just on your dumb, weird podcast. Okay. You're going on Do Not Worry Pod. You're going on a therapist podcast. You're going on Hasan's stream and you're crying and sitting in a cuck chair and being all stoic or whatever you want to call it. It's just, yeah, you're doing all this.
Definitely
you
stoic,
tell people
yeah.
not to do. I mean, that's kind of Ian's whole shtick, isn't it? Now that I'm thinking about it, he says, I mean, you said it earlier, rules for thee, but not for me. Okay. He's telling everybody else how to, the same thing he's accusing commentary people of in this video. They want to critique me, but they don't want to be held to a high standard. He's telling all these people what they should do with their fucking podcast and then going and doing exactly what he says not to do on somebody's fucking podcast, crying like a fucking bitch. This is not what podcasting is, Ian.
Because people will use that information against him. Like this.
The same person live streamed his own therapy session where he actually cried.
If you're going to be a hater ass bitch, take it the full way. Take responsibility for having the opinion that crying online is pathetic and weak. Don't say I.
Well, it certainly isn't stoic. I can confirm that.
That's what I was about to ask you. I said, pathetic and weak? Maybe. Stoic, though.
Survey says.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. It's not a stoic guy.
I am the enlightened centrist, and other people are going to make fun of you for that.
Because people will use that information against him.
People will use the information against me. Who's people? I'm pretty sure you're people. You're the one who's playing this fucking clip. You're the one who's making this video called the most toxic wife. I don't know why these fucking pussies.
I love that fucking thumbnail, dude.
Dude, this is. Oh,
I'm
this
pretty
is the
sure
guy
you're
who
people.
all his friends are trying to tell him, like, "Hey, dude, this is bad." Except in this case, it's not his friends; it's the whole damn internet. It's just trying their hardest to tell this dude, "Bro, I think this kind of a bad idea." And he's just like, "Oh, fuck you! You're a loser, not me. I'm stoic as fuck."
You're the one who's playing this fucking clip. You're the one who's making this video called the most toxic.
The worst wife on. That's a good thumbnail, Kevin. Check that out, bro.
Oh yeah, I need to take some notes. I was thinking, Danny, about just changing all of our thumbnails to just be one person's photo and then just say it's done every time, or it's finally over.
I like that.
He's
That's
cooked.
That's the standard, you know.
And just have 20 videos that all look like that.
That's the YouTube standard there, Kevin. That's what they like. Okay, look at how this 82K views just by getting her eyes a little red and putting toxic next to
it. Ian is practicing reverse stoicism. Everyone else needs to be restrained and controlled except him.
Reverse stoicism. All right, come on, get with the program.
He's a philosopher.
I don't know why these fucking pussies don't accept the full troll mask. They're acting as if being sincere is impossible to do online. It's
Why
not
are you going to show Theo Vaughn when you're and Joe Rogan when you're talking about sincerity? You pull up Theo Vaughn and Joe Rogan. Holy dude,
Joe's
I'm tapped
Kevin,
out, dude. I tapped. Come on, what?
This isn't authentic, okay? Joe is wiping the tears from his face right here, Kevin. He's got his t-shirt. He's wiping the tears from his face, okay? How much more authentic do you want?
That's actually from the ice bath he took during the commercial break. So he's got fucking full-on radar nips at the moment.
Difficult in the situation that Anisa and I are in, but we're making that choice intentionally. So you making this bold claim that we are like unaware what happens when Anisa talks about her dad.
This is a good meme, dude. I like this. Someone will bully you if you share your feelings. PPP.
Dad who has Alzheimer's or me crying, like we're very aware that that is going to be viewed as gay and be made fun of.
Then why are you here complaining about it for 20 minutes? I'm so confused.
Who said it was gay anyways?
Random.
He's
critiques,
like, I know.
Because that hasn't been the whole video. How is it
know.
halfway in we hit the section called random critiques when that's all that's been happening for the last 10 minutes?
Okay, well, let's hear the random critiques.
Now I'm going to react to a couple of these random creators who have made videos or statements about Anisa and I, just to give you a taste of what an average is. And additionally, like in making some of those videos, it just attracts a certain type of person where they're like, I'm going to list off a bunch of people I consider lol cows or people who are mentally like disabled. And I'm going to tell you to make fucking documentaries about them. And then in that case, like, I'm not fucking doing that. You're seeing that happen right now with World of T-shirts. There's a lot of people who think they're like doing it responsibly or respectfully. And it's just hell. It's just like, what the is any of this shit?
Bro, what is going on?
Bro, what is going on? But you see this guy that they're about to let chirp here about Ian and Anisa, and like, I guarantee that this is like the most obscure hater video that they could find. This is seriously like Anisa scraping the bottom of the barrel for haters so that they can pull the clips up. They got to find the least thought out hater clip so that they can pull it up, and then Ian can debunk the whole thing. He's like, no. All right. He made a documentary about it.
You've got another one, Danny. Ian is a hypocrite alert. Ian is a hypocrite alert. Ding, 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 ding. Airsoft Fatty, the ice cream man, Dax Flame, right? And then, of course, there's the admittedly somewhat murky behind the scenes as far as what the Sam Hyde documentary was originally intending to do. But again, this just sounds like Ian forgetting exactly how he got all of those subscribers. And it's so wrong now when everyone else does it. But how many times have we heard Airsoft Fatty complain about that documentary that got made about him and how Ian ignores his texts afterwards? But
they're not responsible like Ian is. Ian was responsible when he did his Airsoft Fatty documentary, okay? And he paid him well for that, right, Kevin?
Bug the hypocrite hunter. Oh yeah, he's been well compensated. The great news about that, Verisov Fatty, is ever since then it's just been nothing but good vibes. You know, no hard time. That really changed his life. It turned his life around, made his life better.
Is there a single subject of one of Ian's videos? Is there a single subject of one of Ian's videos that the person who was the subject is still cool with Ian? Has he not every time made a hater ass video and like burnt the bridge? I think the one you talked about, Kevin, Dax Flame, the ice cream man one, is the only one that he has maintained a good relationship with. Whether he made a documentary about the person or whether he made a hater ass fucking content cop video on the person, every video he makes, the person he makes it on hates him afterwards. So he's one of the biggest hater ass bitches out there. Okay.
Yeah, with the exception of I think Tana Mongoose. I think she's the only one who was like, yeah, I kind of deserve that. I think. Who'd have thought at the time, like, hey, we're gonna fast forward 10 years and she'll somehow be like the most sane one. You know? And I'm not, don't let me give her too much credit, but still, damn, it's just like I never would have seen that one coming.
Yeah. He's not even on good terms with his wife, and he's done loads of videos with her. Well, she's never been the subject of a video, okay, besides the OnlyFans videos.
And the one that dude just made at Denny's or whatever.
Anisa legitimately convinced him his entire being as a person is bad.
Did I once say my entire being is bad? You're allowed to be critical of yourself and the content you're making. You would benefit from being a little critical of the content you're making. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, actually comment on what I was talking about. Do you agree or disagree with a statement that you should be making videos and documentaries about people who are mentally disabled because you are encouraged by your fan base to do so? Do you agree with that? Maybe engage with the prompt.
And fellas, and even fellettes, all right? Never, just listen up, all right? Never let your partner actually change you this much. Never let them convince you that you are so bad as a person, like everything you do, the way you act, everything you believe is bad, and you must agree to their way of life, everything they do.
No, I'll admit, there are some guys out there that you find yourself a nice woman and she starts fucking, hey, you need to probably change this a little bit. Hey, you need to probably change that. That's probably healthy for some of these people, especially the people that are fucking obsessed with Ian or this kind of shit. You know what I mean? These are the exact kind of people that you need a woman to find you and clean you up a little bit. All right. This guy can take a little bit of that, I think.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it probably for some folks be a good idea, myself included, probably. You know, let the missus pick your outfits for you. Otherwise, just go out in hoodies all day.
Exactly.
Looking like a bum.
Why do you think that she thinks everything I do is bad? Man, these people have fucking drank the Kool-Aid to a disgusting degree.
Obviously, if there's legitimate criticism taken into account or whatever, but this is legitimately tragic. He cannot be proud of a single thing he's ever done in his entire life.
Words used to mean
guilty
something
about all of it because of Anisa.
That ain't a tragedy.
I'm proud of plenty of things. I'm not.
I mean, you think about it though, and you look back, like especially Ian at this point, like. I doubt. I really do. I would like him to do like a tier list or something, but I doubt it. I really doubt it that he can look back on many of his videos and feel like he did something good. Like he says, like, what? You don't think that I'm ever proud of anything I've ever done? Fuck you, dude. But you go to think about it and it's like, yeah, he's the one that is constantly saying he's grown up and like disavows the old kind of content he makes. He's just saying he don't want to make documentaries on lol cows anymore or whatever. So that's basically your entire career is bullying or making documentaries on lol cows. That's the fucking shit that you've done on YouTube. So like, I think this guy kind of has a point a little bit. Do you have any content you've made that you can look back and be proud of? Like, is it those fucking, Jungle Gym tier list or whatever that you did, or like the Cheez-It tier list that you did? Are those the ones you're proud of? I do really wonder, is there a video that you're fucking proud of, Ian? I don't think so.
I think the Thanos fidget toy would be up there. Like if I could, I'd make one of those. You know, I'd spend a day making one of those. Probably not a pimple popper thing, but you know, something. I'd make a fidget toy.
Fidget toy.
That'd be cool.
She's gonna go on stream and declare it. Like, what do you like? It's so boring. Like, I don't want to
What
talk
is this
about
video,
how proud
Ian?
I am of making the Airsoft Fatty documentary. Like, do you guys really need me to fucking bloviate about how I really enjoyed following the narrative structure of a fatty battling with his friends in
You made the video, dude. You thought it was interesting and compelling enough to make the fucking video. Like, what are we talking about? He's like, I don't want to glaze myself about the narrative structure I did with my fucking video. It's like, I don't know, dude. You're the one that came up with the idea. You're the one that thought it was interesting enough to go out to bumfuck wherever that Fatty's from and record him for days and days. Okay. It's like, I don't know. You thought it was the interest. You're the one that thought it was interesting in the first place, Ian.
I, for one, am incredibly proud of TCAP Bingo. All right. And I'm not afraid who knows it. I don't even think it was an original idea. I'm pretty certain it wasn't.
It is
I'm
now,
so proud of
bitch.
it.
We took that shit.
Battle
because I had to give something back to
some
this
of your
world.
content in the past was actually good before. It was actually logical. You made some good points. You don't need to feel so bad about every single thing. You know, maybe you did some bad shit. You said some slurs. That shit was bad. Whatever.
Dude, I know. I just this is so frustrating. I just want to say, like, a lot of the things that I'm going to talk about are going to be upsetting, or they're going to be a downer to you because that's
true.
interesting. I don't know if it's because I have a higher threshold. It kind of feels like I do, right? A lot of the things that these commentators are commenting on is they're saying like, oh my gosh, that would crush me basically if my wife described me in that way or said that about me. And it's like, okay, it would hurt you. You're feeling bad through me. You think that I'm feeling those same feelings that you're feeling. I'm not.
Out of like good shit to your
I think that just means you have like no self-esteem. Isn't that what that means? Isn't it like you don't care if your wife is constantly like belittling you and berating you in front of millions of people online and shit like that? You don't care because you have no self-esteem, or like your significant other hasn't built you up to feel like you're worth anything. You literally have been fucking shit on to the point that you just don't feel good about yourself whatsoever.
I'm more in line with this line of thinking down here. I think he's just into it. All right.
He said, quit talking about him that way, Kevin. Okay. No more sexualizing him. All right. He doesn't appreciate it when you talk about him sexually. There's no kink stuff. All right.
Well, he needs to quit being so damn handsome. All right. He doesn't want to be sexualized. He shouldn't be wearing that open cop top, you know?
Open cop top. Open that cop top a little more for me, Ian.
It's leaving me to imagine all that hamburger meat that must be under that tie-dye t-shirt. I can hardly contain myself, Daddy. I'm not a stoic.
I'm not a stoic. Look who is a stoic, though, back there in the background. Talk about a stoic man. Killer Keemstar.
Content as well. You're legitimately, fighting against like evil people and shit like that.
Because I'm sensing this guy is being his own version of sincere, because I honestly think I don't know how old this guy is, but I'm going to say a teenager.
So much, John.
Teenage
So much.
Commentary YouTuber. I'm going to say that their version of sincere is going to look very different than mine. I'll take what I can get right now from this guy. When I'm giving my actual authentic take about something, you don't need to put the blame on my wife. You don't need to say that she's controlling me. This is very off base. People who are in relationships, they communicate, they talk. This is just the reality of getting in a relationship and becoming more in
Oh
mesh.
yeah, the dude who's had one girlfriend. Please mansplain relationships to the rest of us.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
know what?
please go on, dude. Teach me more about your ways, Sensei.
You know what me and my wife would talk about before I went live in front of millions of people? I'd say, hey, you know that diarrhea I had earlier? Maybe don't bring that up. You know, earlier when I was fucking shitting my brains out on the toilet and I was screaming at you from the other room, I'm sweating. Babe, I need the tub. Where's the Pepto? Okay, don't bring that up on stream when we're streaming. Don't tell them about the Pepto thing. Don't tell him about my shitty.
She tried to tell him not to tell you guys about the pool party incident, but you know that we all saw that work.
Like it happens. You know, if we eventually have a kid together, like it's very important that we're on the same page and that we communicate. I know it might feel like you have some outsider insight, but it is just very wrong. I feel very free to speak my truth. Yeah, I agree, Bri.
Do you want to know why this shit makes me so mad? Because there was a point in time back in OnlyFans season 1.
Who is this fake egg on my screen?
Idubbbz is the fucking
out of
man.
here.
Such a.
I don't like this egg. This is
Get
not
this
my
guy
favorite
out of
egg.
here, poser. He's probably not even a real
chill
bald
guy.
But he
So
shaves
down
that
to earth.
make it look that way.
Loved meeting him in real life. Loved playing games with him. This guy was the fucking man.
I think Tectone is remembering this in a kind of a weird way. It seems like he's very nostalgic.
He's like,
and
nah, dude,
happy
I
about it.
was
He's
always
being
a
very
loser.
over the top.
He's like, wait, this guy remembers me as a cool guy. He's like, where have you been?
What in the fucking kind of BoJack Horseman mentality does Ian have going on about? No, actually, I was a complete fuck up back then. Don't compliment the old me. That guy was worthless.
Of how epic I was, but by this time everyone had like decided that Anisa controls my life and that I'm a beta male soy cuck boy. So it actually is very funny that he's coming out now saying like, man, he was the man just 2 years ago. It's like, dude, the fucking cat was out of the bag 2 years ago. Also,
he turns it into a thing that's all about Anisa and like the narrative that she's feeding him everything and that he's like he's not control of his life and that she controls everything, blah blah blah. He's running with that narrative that that stuff, people were already talking about that 2 years ago, bro. Like they were already making fun of me for that. But he forgets about all the stuff that happened in between, like that clip of Tectone and this. Like he's failed the Creator Clash event. He's made a fool of himself countless times in other videos, including the worst fucking content cop he's ever made on Ethan Klein. Like, I don't know. There's other things than just the Anisa part that people have always busted your balls about. There's other things that he would have maybe liked you here. Maybe he didn't think about the Anisa crazy constant online shit that people said, then when he has you on the show. But 2 years later, you've done a fucking 10, 20 different, caused 10 or 20 different harms since back then. So yeah, maybe he doesn't like you for other reasons than just Anisa rules your life. I don't know. It's a weird thing.
it's weird because I didn't play games with him other than we were in the same guild. I don't know. I think he's just trying to add on to this narrative that the internet likes of, man, he used to be so awesome. He was so cool. And then he fucking got corrupted by that fucking bitch.
He was one of my favorite content creators of all time. And to see that this is what he became. I mean, this guy inspired me to do content. Like my breakdowns on people's entire character was inspired by Idubbbz. And it's so lame. Like to see what one woman's pussy and Hasan can do to a motherfucker is insane to me. And if he just would have remained true to himself, he wouldn't have ended up this husk of a man he is today, and probably would have way more viewers and wouldn't having to be making content that he hates for money. It's just
this is
and maybe me and Ian could get an apartment together. If he wasn't with that stupid bitch, we could have been roommates and had a lot of fun.
It sounds like it. It
Hey,
sounds like you were
geez,
getting a little
dude.
zesty there on that
We
couch
get
on
it.
your podcast.
We get
He's
it.
like-
You missed your best friend Ian. It's it's a little sad. I'll be honest.
He's like, we
with
were
you.
sitting really close on that couch during my podcast. Okay, I really liked him.
Everyone knows that if you're a bald, you can only look up to other balds, and anything outside of that is completely unacceptable. Okay, so the fact that he mimicked himself off of this guy and not Simon Wheeler is just unacceptable to me.
I've never heard this one. Glitter dicking. Ian, you gotta, I mean, Tactone, you gotta quit. You gotta quit with the glitter dicking, okay?
Oh, there's a mental image for you.
All right, I'm gonna let Ian get through this point about Tectone, and then I think that is where we will bid him farewell. The rest of there's so much of this that I don't think we need to finish it all.
Like hearing Tectone say it, it's just like it's reminding me how many times I've heard this fucking script. These people cannot fathom that the base epic N-word guy has changed his mind over time. It's got to be a woman's pussy or Hasan. I think if they accept that I came to that decision on my own, they have to reckon with some demons of their own. Like it's hard to accept the fact that I've taken this journey and it's not one I regret. It's actually one that I've felt better after doing.
And Tectone is right. This guy is such a disappointment. Like Idubbbz calling people incels when the first woman he met literally destroyed, like took over his life and destroyed him, dude.
I don't know if this is your own theory or if it's just like implanted in your brain
Now
from all
listen,
the other
Kevin.
hate videos. But Anisa is not the first person or not the first woman I've met. I've met plenty of other women.
Oh,
she's certainly not the first woman I've dated. And certainly not the
Oh.
first woman I've had sex with.
Oh,
But
Ian, okay.
Atta boy,
You just
dude.
told
Congrats.
You
Congrats.
fucking bitch, dude. You just told me not to talk about you or refer to you in any sort of sexual manner. And now you're telling me that you're having sex with multiple women. All right. Not
Yeah,
only
now he's
Anisa,
like, this dude fucks. Just don't
but you're
talk
like,
about it.
Anisa wasn't my first fuck, okay? I got pussy all the time. I'm fucking left and right, dude. But don't talk about how I fuck bitches all the time, okay? How dare you talk about how I get pussy?
I've been slinging that stoic stick all around town.
That's what they call it. They call my dick stoic. All right.
Ian is a lad.
No. No, he's not. All right, a little bit more.
I will admit that she's the first woman I married.
So there you go. Okay. Only because this is the last name segment. We'll finish this last name segment because I did want to hear him say the last name shit, but we're gonna let him talk and then get out of here.
Also, there are a lot of grown men out there who were outraged to find out that I changed my last name from Washburn to Jomha. when I married
Jomha.
an-
See, now we know how to say it. It's Jomha. JOMHAWATCH.
Dude, sorry. Man.
Jomha.
Whoops. We've been mispronouncing that for a while, Danny. Whoops. I feel like a dick.
The
That's
Jomhas. I'm sorry.
my bad.
We're Jamming.
Anisa,
who took his wife's last name, taking Anisa's last name, taking your wife's last name.
He's taken her last name.
His last name.
The last name, the story. Okay. Oh yeah, there's so many. I forgot.
I think some of these people think I'm trying to push a
Every
woke
hater
agenda
ass
or some
bitch.
shit, but I don't give a fuck what anyone does with their own last names. This is what I chose to do because I like her last name better.
So there you go.
There it is. Simple as that, dude. I, for one, as
Jomha
a
is
person who
better
has
than
changed his
Washburn.
last name many times, I agree with this. That's actually a base take. You can
I
just
don't
make
know,
up last
though.
names if you want. It costs like $50 to do it with the state. You can have as many last names as you want. Who cares?
Is Jomha better than Washburn? Really?
Damn, now that you said Jomha like that, I just got Bob Marley stuck in my head.
Jomha.
And I hope you like
Jamming.
Jomha too.
We're jamming. We're jamming.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Well, thank you guys for hanging in there. That last segment with the bonus money is just him saying that there was never a bonus. Okay. Then the 5K for the H3 podcast was all a conspiracy to pay them and come up with an excuse on live air. Okay. So no, there was never a bonus. He's a liar. There's never a bonus. All right. He's a liar. Your last name isn't really.
There was no check.
All right, folks, but that will bring us to the end of Joma Watch. All right, we have tons of stuff to bring back around next week. I mean, we didn't get to half of the shit. We didn't get to any of the Donald Trump drawings, dude. We didn't get to any of that fun stuff. Did you see that, Kevin? Did you see the pube drawing?
Yeah, I think everybody's probably seen it by now.
Do you think that's a little? Do you think this is I don't like to think about what this drawing is of. I just have to say that those aren't Jama tits or tits. Those are not big enough to be Jamas.
You know,
and then with the accusations with Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump and what they talk about goes on in the island and everything. And then you look at this picture he drew and it's like, what am I looking at here? I don't know if I want to know. What is this drawing of, Donald Trump? I forgot. I'm not a drawer, Kevin. Okay. They said I'm drawing. I don't draw. I've never drawn on anything. All right. Then they have 10 pictures of these fucking dinner napkins that you've drawn like fucking huge cocks on or whatever. Never drawn anything. All right.
Be like me. I never worn a hat before. Okay. No one's ever seen me in a hat. There might be some fake stuff out there. People say, I think I saw him in the hat once, but don't believe it. Not a hat guy. This guy.
Sleek is sexualizing Anisa again. He says, who gets implants and then goes, never mind, I changed my mind.
Snip, snap, snip, snap. It's a very Michael Scott thing to do, yes.
Hey, you know, sometimes you get a tattoo and then you get it lasered off, you know? You don't usually survive your whole life with that hatchet man from the one time that you went to the gathering of the Juggalos. And you got a staph infection.
Don't get those tattoos while you're there. Get them like the week before you go.
Okay. Fago is not a cleaning product, all right? You know, they can't clean your tattoo off with orange Fago, all right? It won't work.
Well, not with that attitude.
All right, folks, but we're going to do what we usually do and shout out the chat before we get out of here after this extended super episode on Joma Watch. All right. We've got Sleek the Geek at the top with the hey eggs. We got Kango with the hello boys. And we've got Headbug with the eggs escaped their basement. Yes, they did.
It's a split level ranch, damn it. Okay. The upstairs is like right here. All right. I'm technically above ground right now. Leave me alone.
There's VDub. Nice to see you, VDub. Kanga says that YMS dude is a zoophile, so we need to stop following him, right? Okay. Gonna have to unfollow that. No Voshes on my subscription feed. I think worse than Voshes apparently, but ew. That's for another day. Apparently, Idubbbz is making a hate video on Kino Casino Worski's show. I wonder if it's going to be more than that, like what we just saw. If he's going to do a content cop Kino Casino. Oh man!
You think he'll do a video more focused on them? I feel like they were 80% of his criticisms came from not. And then poor Worski, dude. I think he had 4 words in that whole clip montage. Like,
well,
he's just sitting there.
It's easier for Ian to be like, the fat guy sucks. The fat guy. Hey, the fat guy said this about me. The fat guy. It's just way easier for him to go after the fat guy, right?
Yeah.
He got nothing to say. He don't want to get in the boxing ring with fucking Worski, does he? You think
I don't think he
him
wants.
up?
I don't think Ian wants to get in the boxing ring ever again.
I'm telling you, Ian, one good hit, somebody gets one good swing on you, and it might like reset your parameters again. You know, it might knock it. You know how sometimes like I can remember when I was a kid, and sometimes my theory of thought was like, oh, the Game Boy isn't working today or whatever, it won't turn on. If I just give it a little, you know, if I just get just a little hit on the side, and then I boots right up. Here we go, baby. That's all we needed was a little, you know, give it a little love tap. It gets everything right back into place. And I think you just need a little love tap, and maybe you'll get all that jumbled up goodness back into place.
Oh, dude, yeah, like a good tube TV. You have to hit it at the top to get the color to come back. You know, it's all scrambled and black and white. And you just like the Fonz, dude. And then you're like, whoa, buddy. Got my TV back.
Oh, goodness.
We've got to turn into Chris Benoit. What a pull. Holy shit, what a pull. I did not see that coming.
Well, I mean, PPP and Worski might be fine with that. I do not wish that upon Idubbbz, okay? I won't be that mean, all right? And I won't make fun of Anisa's dad or whatever either. I really had to think about not adding any adjectives before Anisa's dad. Just Anisa's dad. We've got Sean Parsons, okay, supposedly an undercover BadEmpanada. Thank you for popping it.
He was talking to us like he was BadEmpanada, wasn't he? That was kind of weird.
This guy laughs a lot, doesn't he, eh?
I hope he had fun at prom.
Must be Canadian.
Oh, that's a low blow, Danny.
Well, it's the A, okay? It's nothing else. Yeah, he said A at the end, okay? That's what they say.
Oh, right? Don't you know?
Okay. Jacob was here. Nice to see you, Jacob. Thank you for tuning in, hanging out with us, chatting tonight. Great stuff, Jake. Spooked for life. He said, "Nice bait. Get a real job and provide to our country." It's always so amazing
did that
to
for
me.
about 9 hours today.
Exactly.
Well, not the second part. I don't know that.
Exactly.
I mean, half of our jobs don't provide for shit. Let's be honest. Yeah.
These motherfuckers, okay? These motherfuckers with Clippy as their picture roll in here and they're like, man, dude, you guys with your 10 viewers or whatever. I mean, like, we got 5 now, but I tell you, it was 10 earlier. All right. I swear.
That's right.
Clippy drops in and he's like, yo, how are you guys? You know, get a real job. All right. This doesn't count as a real job. How are you providing for our country? It's like, you think that this is what I do? You think that you think that I survived off of YouTube revenue?
If this was our job, gang, you wouldn't get through back-to-back segments without me pitching to like and subscribe. All right, we'd be
I wouldn't have a computer. I wouldn't have
damn.
a computer or a microphone or electricity if I was
also
fucking...
I'd be homeless if this was my job. Yeah, that's that part too.
Like, give me a break, okay?
Turns out I am not very marketable, so that's all right. It's okay. That's my cross to bear.
Get a real job, motherfuckers. All right, so thank you, Clippy. Thank you, Spooked for Life. What a guy, okay? Let's see. Clippy might have been the last clipper in here. Oh, Kanga dropped us the 5. Shouts out to Kanga, okay, and her bravely taking a shit in the tattoo the tattoo guy's shitter. He didn't know. You know, you just sprayed a couple perfumes and you were good, right?
There's nothing like a sleuthy shit, you know.
That's right. That's
You're
right.
like a secret agent when you're done.
The other guy was Spooked for Life. This guy's name's Derg. Okay, another clip. Is the clip art like the default fucking picture on YouTube? What's up with all these clip arts? They said, I'm literally overdosing on Xanax right now. I can imagine it'd be good to overdose on Xanax and just like zonk out to some YouTube videos?
What? No. No.
Okay.
Disavow.
Thank you, Kevin. All right. Thanks for bringing me back. All right. Maybe not. Okay. Especially after I've had a few drinks tonight. If I fucking overdosed on Xanax, it wouldn't take too much, would it?
Stoic shits are the best. Yeah, dude, you can't mess around. Can't mess around.
Andy was here. Oh my God. Hello, my fellow. I think
Eggs.
Is that eggs? I thought it was gays, and she just like she jumbled a couple. You know? My fellow
Either way works for me.
Gays or eggs?
Yeah, either way, I take it as a compliment. So
Eggs is good. It's eggs. It is eggs. I just would never have guessed. I would have never saw that and thought eggs, but now that you say it, yeah, eggs.
Eggs.
Nice to see you, Andy. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting with us. We appreciate you. Let's see. Hopping through. I mean, you guys have been a very prolific chat. Shadow Humor. I mean, if on the ranking today, Shadow Humor might be number 1 on the ranking. I can't see it when we're on StreamYard, but might be the number 1 ranked.
Oh,
he's talkative this evening. Border slut shaming, gay intolerance. You guys are wild with the popcorn. So it seems like they appreciated the slut shaming and the gay intolerance. I swear it was just jokes. Actually, it wasn't jokes. There was no intolerance or shaming. Okay, we tolerate and we don't shame, right, Kevin?
Yeah. Those are the 2 ways that I think people would describe me.
Tolerant.
The third way is bald. Yeah. Stoic. Yeah, and stoic. That's a good one too. IBS versus IBS, huh? My money is on IBS. Thank you, Harl. That's my secret, Cap. My bowels are always irritated.
So we got Harls in the chat. We appreciate you. I mean, thank all of you guys for being here. I think that might be all the folks. We had a bite-sized Vikes.
Johnny.
He says bro is Sigma as fuck. So actually this live stream has made him a fan of Idubbbz, actually. So see, we're doing him a favor. In fact, we're bringing eyes to Ian that otherwise would never see him. Right, Kevin?
That is absolutely a way to look at it. That's the way I'll choose to look at it.
That's right. And then Harl's here at the end. Clippy dog, you wild and hope all is well. Yeah, I agree. Wonder what Clippy's doing out there. Wonder if Clippy gets to live amongst the AI girlfriends that are out there on everyone's computer, Like if you think that, all these people are now dating their AIs and talking to their chat GPTs like they're real people. And I wonder if like the little Clippy guy is out there somewhere, or if you remember I think there was one that was like a virus that was like a purple gorilla guy that was kind of like the Clippy guy, except if you had him on your computer, it was probably a virus. It's just a little purple gorilla guy. You remember this?
No, but I remember the Yeti that eats you when you lose in Ski Free.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. No. All right, though. Thank you all for being here. It's the end of the show. It's late. We will catch you later. Thanks for watching. Peace.